Oi, oi, Flat Earth British, Martinliedtke speaking. Hi guys, welcome back to another exciting Flatterday. This one's going to batter your heads in. Flat thumbs thrice to infinity forever. Okay, good to see you all guys. Happy vibes and happy Flatterday. The highlight of the Truther week. Happy vibe. If I do say so myself. Maybe that's just me being biased. I don't know. It is absolutely glorious to see you all, guys. Happy vibes to you all. We're going to have a really, really cool show tonight. Some pearls of wisdom tonight. Some pearls of wisdom, or wise dome, as wisdom means, wise dome. And we're going to think about the pearl. And I'm thinking this is a technology. Pearls are far more than we have previously thought about. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what it says in the book of Revelations concerning gateways out of this place, 12 of them. Also, the book of Enoch talks about windows out of this place, and there are other texts that talk of ways off this place. Now, for me, I don't know why, instinctively, I feel that it's not about the south. I feel that it is truly about the north. All compasses point to north, and it is close, and there is something there, and we can't get there. And I'll show you that in this video. It's really, really mind-blowing evidence is in this post. So we're going to have a little think about the pearly gates and the meaning of what is going on with the pearl concerning religion and these supposed portals. Are they in a physical sense? Are these pearly gates, and there's not just one of them, there's 12 of them, just one pearl? Why is a pearl, which is a very specific gem, as I will show you, has specific crystalline qualities, and it resonates a specific frequency? I'm feeling at this stage that the pearl may be a key to this puzzle. The elites definitely have a stiffy concerning pearls. Royal families, elites, etc. all love their strings of pearls. The famous Glenn Miller song, String of Pearls. I used to really like that song. I used to like Glenn Miller, actually. I like big band music. So, what it does state in Revelations Bible 21, anomalous writers, we don't know, but I do think that they are giving us massive clues in this, and it seems to be a really quite useful historical text when we're very limited for information in this place anyway. It's sort of Duper's delight. They let you know everything, but it's all in like allegory and colloquialism, so we got to look into it that way, which is what we do. So in Revelation 12, I think it is, but we'll look at that in a minute. It says, and the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Okay. Each one of the gates was a single pearl. Now, I've been thinking about this place is all water. We're water. The entire place is water. We're living in a watery environment right now. The ether, whatever you want to call it, is a liquid. Okay, it's a bit thin, viscosity-wise, but it is a liquid. And the rest of it is what we know of is water. I really do feel, this may be just me, I don't know, but there are clues in, I guess, in legalese, etc., you know, when they tell us we're all dead at sea, that we may be in some sort of lifeboat. Okay, maybe the dome we're looking at is a ship's hull above us. And we are capsized. Think Poseidon Adventure. Maybe these portals or exits go out to other lands, just beyond you, not far. And as I said, guys, they won't let you go waltzing off to where you want to go, north, as I will show you now in this video, or south. You cannot go looking anywhere. We're confined to this little bit in the middle, and most of the world's population lives in the northern hemisphere anyway, and everyone is being corralled into the middle bit, I've noticed, especially with all of this, you know, everyone get to, well, Britain and Central Europe, etc. So what's going on with that? By design. I do instinctively feel like they're going to sideswipe us. There's something brewing, and my spidey senses are tingling. They're coming out with all really stupid shit. Now, remember, guys, with all of these dialectics, they play against people with religions and races and all of these stupid bullshit things that they bring out. Okay, that's so we hate on one another and we don't hate on them, which we should be doing, but maybe not hate. Okay, but let's just say show our disapproval. Taxes when they're printing fucking money. Gaslighting and torturing everyone to death from the off. All by consent. It's fucking ridiculous, guys. I can't believe that we are putting up with this as a people. Why don't we just stand up and say, no, fuck off, no more? Why? Yeah, Britain, they just chuck in any old politician. They go, we got a new one now in the last week. God help us all. What a fucker. They're all fuckers. They just shit them out. Excuse my language, guys. I'm having a little bit of brainstorm concerning the state of the world at the moment, or whatever this place is, which we're going to have a look into now. You can scream, you can shout, but there's no way out. They tell you this in the song Hotel California. Is that so? Because I really do feel, okay, at the moment, my soul's feeling like, sort of trapped in my skin suit. Okay, it's not. I don't think this this physical reality thing. I don't think we're actually supposed to be going through this, our souls. I think we're definitely. This is why it's also alien to us, is because our souls are locked in a 5th century poxy, 5th century deprivation tank, if you like. In this realm, we don't know anything about our reality. We don't know what life is, where it arose from, what is consciousness, where are we, what are we, and when are we? One thing we do know for sure is the powers that should not be have been lying about all. So in this video, we're going to look into pearls. You may be really interested in that, guys. Later on, we're going to have a look into a lot of films that I can show you. We're going to look into Black Goo, an FE debate from the 70s. Nothing new under the sun. They were always fucking ignorant and cheeky as fuck towards flat earthers for some weird reason. We're looking into the history of sex toys a little later on, just for a giggle, okay? And we're going to look into the Welsh tornadoes that ripped the Welsh valleys apart, apparently in 1913. I thought you had to have somewhere flat for a tornado, but apparently not. What? I don't even know. Okay, at this stage of the game. Now, we're going to do a Q&A later. It's been an interesting week, you could say, on the realm, the flat earth truthy realm, and there's been a lot going on. There's been disturbances in the force. There has. But don't worry, because martinliedtke is there, he's on it, and he shows support and love wherever it is needed and brings everyone back home to safety. Somehow, I miraculously do this, guys, which is really wonderful. Hi, Nora. Good to see you. Hope Bobby Sands was okay. And I hope he is starving and not sneaking pasties at Greg's. That will not do. Don't worry. And Andreas Xerxes, I went on his channel this week. I had a really good hangout. I don't know if you caught that, but you can find it in my community page. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Pictures, books, lots of stuff that I have found this week. I've had a busy week. It's been my son's birthday, who is Lawrence Lico, who's 32. So we went out on his boat, because I haven't yet got one, because I done a GoFundMe for a boat. I'm sulking. Twisters in Wales. So there's my son, Welsh Dragon Metals. Get over to there, sub to my son. 300 of you now. Do that solid for me. Get over there and sub to my son. He does all sailing videos, metal ology stuff. Hi, Joe Guilford. Lovely. Yes, we're just starting off. Please make sure to share this out before I get in the juice. Let everyone corral over. YouTube are not really notifying me because I put it out on 3 of my channels and they haven't showed up on my feed when I'm subbed to them all. So I'm not really getting notifications from my own channel for myself. So I doubt you lot are. So, but I'm not really I'm not really giving a fuck about all of that, because in my heart, I know that I will weather all the bullshit and the storms that happen in truth, and I will outlive them all beyond with fantasticness and juicefulness until the bitter end. Win, okay, win, because I win, okay, and do all, and bring loving Martinness to this realm. That was what we need. Lots more of Martin type of lovingness. It'd be a much lovelier place. Nora, hiya. Magavalia, good to see you. Where's Dragon? He's Welsh Dragon Metals. He's linked below in the description box. You can find him there. Van, good to see you. Lovely. No, he's not seeking any solid food. Good to hear it. It's like, you know, fucking Ray Charles, you better be fucking blind. You know, you don't want to find out that these are just lying, and, you know, Stevie Wonder's looking at his watching videos. Why would he even have a watch? Anyway, Daryl, good to see you. Maggie, good to see you. Shari, so yeah, it's been a crazy week on the realm. Mr. Troy, some crazy shit going down, guys. Social Ripper, you get some massive views, Rip. Oh, I seen your video on Facebook. I was like, what? You have like a squillion views, brah. Eddie, good to see you. Leafrey, good to see you, my friend. Adam, good to see you. Coop, good to see you. All right, let's get ourselves orientated, get our Brian's right. Oh, my Brian right. Double flat thumbs to infinity thrice, as I said. I'll chuck in an extra one out there just to make it extra special. Ricardo, good to see you, my friend. Plains Drifter, good to see you. Now, if you look at my thumbnail, what you can see there, and some of my my American friends don't really know, but what you can see is the pearly kings and queens of old London town. They're still very much a thing, and you get different sort of families, and they all got like specific. They use sequins. But the clothes are absolutely covered in sequins and pearls. Obviously, fake pearls, because they would be very expensive. Now, what you find is pearls are nowadays cultured. They can, you know, make these artificially by getting the clam to produce that irritant artificially, and black pearls as well. They're producing places like French Polynesia, for example. Their main export used to be palm oil, and now it's cultured black pearls, like the boat in Pirates of the Caribbean, Black Pearl. So we'll have a look at some America as well later. In the days of pirates, 1666 or I-666, which we think is a reset date, because basically London got the Great Fire of London. But this is the days of Port Royal in Jamaica and all of the pirates. And one of the most famous pirates, Captain Morgan, came from Cardiff. I shit you not. His father was actually born in Cairo, where I live now. I shit you not, guys. So a lot of famous pirates came out of Cardiff. I envision that as they're sailing out of Cardiff, like the way me and my son do. You know, I'm thinking off to like do pirating things, which is awesome. Ashley, the Devil and Jesus playing a game at 21 at the Pearly Gates. Well, it's Peter, isn't it? It's Pearly Gates, and it's like, hi Martin, we've been waiting for you. On the table over there is all of your requirements, your favourite cannabises, and over on the left, all of the women you require for your eternity in heaven. I'd be like, okay, thanks, Pete. Spuds. Onward. This is heaven. It's not going to be not having stuff that I don't like. That would be hell, obviously. Vibes. Lizzo, good to see you. Flavio, that needs to be sung, Flavio. Three Fingers, I seen you in Flattoberfest. You're jolly excellent. I was pure spewing because I couldn't go, because it's basically on another continent. There's this big bit of water in between. Very inconvenient. Linda, Hippie Shake, who's doing the linkage for Social Rippers channel. Get a sub over there. Social Rippers killing it on the internet. Jolly man. Petrovelos, good to see you. And our lovely India Wilsonich, very supportive to all of the community. Jolly man. So yeah, lots of good videos in this and stuff. I've shared all of the things that are ongoing, and we're going to keep all of this fresh, new content for all of you. You're going to love it. Okay. So Bonnie, good to see you. Let's get stuck in, because usually a lot longer, corralling before everyone gets you. George, good to see you, my friend. And I said Lee, didn't I? Andrea, good to see you, lovely. Oh, Alpha Billy, my brother. Enrique. Ooh. Enrique, good to see you. I try not to have brainstorms to start my videos. I'll have like Tartaria truth making videos about me. You can't do that. I'm the master of disaster and the godfather of Tartaria. That is stupid. Don't be doing that. Okay, I'll have to call Big Wank. You won't want that. Vibes. TW. That's a new video, by the way. Dallas. Fowler. Martin, good to see you. Flat Phones, good work. Jollyman. Gert. Cheech. DJ. And Dolly. Okay, well, let's get stuck into this juicage. Pearls, pearls, pearls. Pearls of wisdom. Or wisdom. I'm going to think about whether or not these portals that they speak of are literally like, dimensional jump gates. There's no way we're in the same dimension. And I think all of us are sort of getting acquainted physically to our new environment. They're calling it Novid. But I think, the sun's not the same. The electromagnetics feel different. Everything looks different. The internet's different. People are different. And the whole of culture has completely changed in the last 2 years. I don't feel that it's the same realm at all. Am I the same person from the other realm, or am I completely separate, Martin, in this realm? I'm undecided about. But I'm not in the same realm. I really do think that it's very likely that we are all actually dead. While you don't even know what it is. You may, when you die, actually, just wake up in your pod life. All the people, so many people. Is that Mel? Hi, Mel. Oh, hiya. I've been wondering where you have been. Good to see you. I've just brought a thing up that's blocking my fucking screen. Get off, bastard. Get off. Oh, there you are. So, Misty World, I see you about everywhere, don't I? You're really good. And Dragon Sage is good as well. Good truthing people who stood up and said, yeah, fuck all this game for a game of soldiers. Mrs. Self-Destruct, been loving Martin since, I'm about 5 years ago now. Wow. Almost died in a car wreck. Oh, bloody fuck. Where I accidentally fell asleep. Ran. Oh, right. You had. I hope you weren't listening to Flat Earth British when you fell asleep and had your car crash. That's not going to be really good, is it? Anyway, nice to see you. Nice to see you, friends. Let's get underway. Make sure to subscribe. Pills of wisdom, guys, is what we're going to have now. We're going to wonder what is behind pills. What is the technology going on here? So let's have a little diggage. See what we think. Beyond the pearly gates. Now, excuse me. Drink. Woot woot, Dragon Sageage. So, did you lose your phone, Mel? Something. Just wondering. So, the pearly gates. Okay. So, what angel is at the gates? Well, I think we know that for which one that is. Okay. So, he's the one that's greeting me with all them fine things, Martin. All the goodies are over there, and I get stuck in, which I would do. I would make my most of my heavenly rights. Name for the Pearly Gates playground is derived from a Christian tradition as an entranceway through which souls travel to reach their God. That's weird how they specified that. Their God after death. So why is there a load of gods all lined up and you choose which one? Probably. May your God be with you. And the gates of heaven are said to be guarded by St. Peter, one of the founders of the Christian church. blah, 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 Peter's Rock, whatever. But what they do say here is that it's a pair of gates. But that's bullshit. And it doesn't say that at all in the Bible. What it says is it's a pearl. It's a pearl. So what of these 12 gates in the Holy Bible? Okay. In the book of Revelations 21:12, there is a reference to the 12 gates, each of which represents a different passageway to heaven. Or is this haven? Now, if we're in a watery environment and outside of this place, say above us is the Tartarian Ocean, then and heaven is above, could it be conceivable that we're talking about a haven? Because it's like literally heaven is haven, like where ships go to have safety. Additionally, in folklore mythology, it is commonly believed that there exists 12 gates or entrances to the underworld. So I often think, is that the way out, that you have to go down to get out? Because in the book The Smoky God, he goes down to get out. He goes into the underworld. He goes into what they call the inner earth and comes out actually in the south. When did the gates of heaven open? And the Gate Heaven Cemetery is a non-profit organization. Oh, fuck off. Excuse me. That's nothing to do with anything in reality. Excuse me. Okay. Nothing much we can learn there. So anyway, so pearls have got very specific properties as well, guys, which we're going to be looking into now. So Book of Revelation 21, interesting number as well. And funny they show this depiction of some sort of what looks like a cube, maybe a tesseract. And what's a tesseract? Well, it's a cube within a cube. It's the only representation we have to mention in this realm. They keep banging on about it fucking constantly on Star Trek. They keep banging on about it on all these superhero films. Yeah, with Thor, etc. Was the tesseract included in Norse mythology? Because it's certainly included in Thor movies. Isn't that interesting that they show like the film The Cube, where you've got some sort of world in a cube, 12 gates. These could be dimensional portals. And this reminds me of the Rainbow Bridge in Norse mythology as well. And you've got an angel, EL, electrical charge, pearls, vibrational quality, crystalline. You have to tap them together. Is it something to do with maybe you got when the pearls around your neck, around your head, in your ears, something like that, it causes a technology where you vibrate differently because of the pearls, and it makes it easier for you to access this realm spiritually, maybe. So they say, the gates of pearly gates, which they are not. So that's what they, a lot of people actually expect is, oh, well, I'm going to be having queues. Maybe there's queues like Disneyland, probably massive queues, especially World War I. Can you imagine the queues in World War I to get through the pearly gates? Mind you, they were all murdering in the Somme, so I doubt they actually made it to the pearly gates, regardless of all their repenting and praying. Well, that's maybe not so. This is interesting. The holy city here, and it's a design, and it's, I don't know, it's Mount Mero-esque to me. And looks like there's fluid there, maybe, I don't know. But look at the way that city goes, and you've got that sparking, tech on top. The holy city. Peter, James, John. What about Jasper? Something I've never heard. And there is a celestial city above, heaven above. And why does it look like the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy's Emerald Palace, only in gold, Emerald Castle? Or Disneyland. So, high-tech civilization in heaven, which would be because they would be godages and they would have high-tech by nature, wouldn't they? So what about a portal like that? How many images have we seen in alchemical images where they've got a mirror and or a bubble, and you look into the bubble and you literally see another world? How many times have we seen these in Renaissance artworks and medieval artworks, guys? And these portals are like the portals of Rome, the portals of doors, cathedrals, entrances. So this looks like it's Judean, Catholic, Pentecostal sort of Jehovah's Witnessy thing, but it tells you about the 12 gates there, and they've all sort of got religious names. Levi there, Asher, Benjamin, Joseph. So I looked at my angel yesterday because I'm trying to do some angel communication going on here, and the one now for Scorpio, I haven't got that one. I got for October the 2nd, and it was Hamanana, if I can pronounce that right, but not one I've ever heard of before. And the double rainbow. How many double rainbows have you seen in the last few years? I've never seen any in all my life until the last few years, and I was years at sea as well. Never seen double rainbows. Really common now with all of the other changes. Let me give you one change in particular. It is the end of October now. How the fucking hell did that happen? We were just in boiling hot summer. Now we're in the end of October, going into Christmas. Hang on. Winter hasn't even arrived. The leaves are still on the trees, more or less. And it was really lovely and warm here today. It's like never happened in my lifetime. Has it been this mild coming up? Halloween's were always absolutely freezing. By the way, if you're in the UK tonight, clocks go back. So this is what they show here is some sort of portal. And this pearl here is part of it. And, you know, this is the Pearly Gates. And this is the Pearly Gates, which they tell you about in the book of Revelation. Nothing to do with big double gates. This is what it says. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Each one of the gates with a single pearl. Well, they're a technology. There's no doubt about that. And you can see here, there's like another world inside the portal, you know, different to the world on the other side, like a mirror world, like that. And there's heaven. So, you know, this is haven. This is out of this place, which they know is royally fucked, into some sort of paradise or haven, safe haven, away from whoever satanic forces are ruling this realm at the moment, because there's nobody can deny that everybody's sort of gone completely crazy for Satan shit, haven't they? You know, the Halloween now is bigger than Christmas. Everyone goes on about Halloween. I just been to get my Halloween costume. Everything is Halloween. I know, I think it's pagan and that's cool and what have you, but the fact still remains, it's bigger than it ever has been. And everything is just a satanic system. Look, this is not going to end well if something isn't done. Let me tell you now. So, yeah, interesting. They are rare, and it's a secretion made by the mollusk that is basically because it got an irritant and it creates that and eventually comes to a pearl. They're mesmerizing to the look. They have got a certain vibration about them. They look a bit like mother of pearl close up. Gemstones used in New Jerusalem. So all of these will have, you know, specific properties. Jasper again, weird, it's a stone. And they say that this is calcite by nature, like shell creatures, like shells. And it has, therefore, electrical conductivity properties because they use shellac or they use ceramics in electrical capacitors. So there's that as well. And it's crystalline. And it's rare as well. But they can culture them now. So there he is, Peter, who's ready with all that groovy stuff for you if you're good boys and girls. Make sure you're good boys and girls, so otherwise, Fab for Christmas won't bring you any presents. Okay. What makes a pearl unique is, though classified as a gemstone, pearls are extremely unique, largely due to the fact that they're the only gemstone material formed from a living creature, unlike diamonds, rubies, emeralds. Pearls require no cutting or polishing before use. They are simply stunning in their natural form. And they're quite mesmerizing. I've seen, they're quite weighty as well. You've got a lot of them. So how pearls are formed naturally is, as I said, this secretion. Pearls are made from marine oysters in freshwater mussels. You get freshwater, oysters, and you can get saltwater oysters as well. Freshwater mussels are natural defense against an irritant, such as a parasite, entering the shell or damage to the fragile body. Okay, and then it produces said pearls. But they're doing it now, like I said. That's interesting. What is the spiritual meaning of pearls? Pearls are represented as wisdom gained through experience. The gems of the scene are believed to offer protection to the wearer, as well as attract good luck and wealth. Moreover, pearls speak of the wearer's purity and integrity. Now, isn't that interesting? And I'm thinking they're a tech, maybe something to do, psychic tech or some sort of tech that is in sync with this so-called heavenly realm. Like tools for connecting to it is what I'm thinking. So are oysters killed by pearls? Ultimately, it kills the oyster. So it's a big, nasty tumor, if you like. I don't know. So yeah, there's a lot more going on with pearls. I need to dig in and find some more, but they are crystalline by structure, made of calcite, and the elites are definitely into them. Do you remember this picture I posted a few weeks ago? This is a lady that was kidnapped by North American Indians in the 1800s. She escaped. And then she went back to him, and then she got tattoos. But what she has got is a pearl implanted into her forehead from the 1800s. A pearl implanted into her forehead. And I have seen pearl, the pearl earrings, and I've seen pearl with Tartaria, these headpieces with pearls, necklaces around your neck. I'm thinking chakra points as well, some sort of sync with that as well. But isn't it interesting that she's got it in a Brian and there as well, not on the pineal, but on, temporal lobe. I'm thinking that's some sort of tech. And I think, everything just is like repurposed in this place. And I can't help thinking that, especially with the pearls, that this is just old world technology that the elites certainly know about. Okay, and it's been overlooked, and they're, the fortune and the effort gone to get these babies. So I also think this at this stage of the game concerning these portals and other lands is I think there is a race of humanoid beings in the sea. I think they're in these seas, but I think that they don't come here. I think that they know what we can be like. Or what, like the armies, for example, the governments can be like. I think they stay clear, but we do get sightings of mermaids. They do come here sometimes. I think further north you go, there's a movie that me and my son watched the other day. It was fantastic. And it was called Cold Skin. It was about a lighthouse keeper and on a Arctic island, which is getting constant attacks from these watery beings. In fact, he had a female mermaid that he'd sort of kidnapped, really. She was staying with him, and he was having sex with her. He had a mermaid to have sex with in his lighthouse. So these Tartarians, crazy skirts, the ones that they didn't all go up in flames. And pearls like these on this beautiful orbit of antiquity. There's more going on with that. That looks like an organite tree. It looks exactly like that. So it looks like an organite with pearls on. So probably packs a punch. We must never overlook these gemstones and all of their abilities. Look at that from the old world. It's got a jester on it. And what we've been talking about, your majesties and these, which certainly look like a technology to my eyes. And as I mentioned before, with the seashells, like the cowrie beads, they have also properties and some sort. They were used as a form of money in the old days, but like you can see, she wears them. They're weared all across their chest. Offers some sort of maybe protection, but spiritually as well. What you might find interesting concerning shells is you can make bricks out of them. The Crimean shell rock. Okay, obviously from the Crimea, maybe near Inkerman Valley, by the look of that there. That's where it is. But they make bricks out of them, and they're made from shells. And what we just talked about, shells having also crystalline structure, electrical properties, just like with the electric bricks. We're getting the same with these. You even get some stone made out of coral, but these are made out of, excuse me, that's limestone. There's one. And they make good bricks. So they are used for bricks as well. So that's part of the technology as well for the circuit board cities, which we'll have a little look at later, because new images for all of that. Now, let's have a think about getting out here. No, Truman, it's all been discovered. Oh, well, I was going to go and discover something. No, we've pretty much got it all covered, they say. Now, what I do feel is they do not present everything that is there on the maps. Okay, there's a lot of displaced water out there. Just think of like Greenland being, on a Mercator projection. Really, it's 1/14 the size that they show you on a Mercator projection. So what about all that displaced water and all of the wrongly projected continents on a Mercator map? What happens to all of that? There's a lot of space left over, and they could be filled with land and strict shipping routes. And do you see this line here? Arcticus, the Arctic Circle. Well, it's quite warm in summer. You can like literally get a suntan in the Arctic Circle. Apparently, it's getting a lot warmer, which we'll look at in a minute. I'll show you a video. But just beyond there is all of this land that is shown on all maps. Okay, could it be there? Or ways through that you only have to be on a specific spiritual vibration to be able to get there, or be able to perceive it, like only the pure of heart, or somebody going to go in this spiritual process of awakening, like the promised land that they talk about. So Baccalaureus, just like Bacchus, and that is in Canada there. I'm not seeing, this is obviously Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, which was Arcadia, but you've got all that land. So what if the portals, and this is the paradise behind the mountains, protected, and it's that close, and you can't go up there and have a look, and races of humanoid aquatic beings, but they don't come here, and they're from there, and other races of giants, and all of these things that we see in pictures in this realm. What if it's that realm? What if that realm, they copy the places? I think there's more going on with the North than they might tell you. They keep going on about the South constantly, guys. It's all about the South and the Outer Rim. There's a nice little Tartaria map there. Tartaria. Okay. And they show the ocean of Tartary, the Tartary Ocean, which I do feel is above us. What are the luminaries? They circle above us, the wandering stars. Same thing every year. Maybe vessels, sea creatures, cities, the circle. Who even knows? But I think there's ways out. As you can see, look, that's the size of Greenland on there. And then you've got Friesland's no longer there. And these massive continents in the north on all these old maps. God, Tartaria was rather large there. All this orange bit is Tartaria, right the way up to not far off Moscow there, right on the border of Moscow. The rest was all Tartaria, even India and China at that period in that map. And what looks like South America, maybe. It's the same color as Tartaria. The Caribbean. Okay, that is interesting. That part's called CIA. Is that Langley? Okay, let's move on. So you get the idea. Now, I follow this YouTuber. I've been watching him quite a while because he does like cool sailing tips and stuff. And he's gone across the Atlantic Ocean. He's an American chap, Sam Holmes. Lovely fella. Can't fault him for being a lovely person. But he's a bit like, how can I put it? he needs to spend some time with Flat Earth British and grow a pair. What I'm not saying because he just went across the Atlantic on his own, but I'm just saying he's a bit. I don't know how to even state it. But anyway, this guy, I'm not sure if he's a flat earther or not, because he's sailing the world, so he's going to see things further on than he should see. And this video that he posted 3 months ago is arrests ice wall, abandoned Russian town. That he goes to Svalbard, okay, and decides with him and his friend, this guy here, okay, to go to Svalbard. They are arrested, or this guy is, he's fined a large amount of money, kept locked up the whole day, this guy here, okay, then in Svalbard, he was in a jail in Svalbard, for crossing an imaginary line. They asked, well, what was there beyond this line? Oh, a fishery. We're talking about the Arctic Ocean. There's nothing going on up there, apparently. Yet, you couldn't go past this line because this naval vessel turned up here, just off. It was not on the chart. He went just over. See that line there, that line? Because he went over that line there, he got arrested. And you know, like, it's that strict. You know, you can get killed doing this shit. So I'm wondering what they're hiding. That seems too much. An invisible line, fisheries. That's bullshit, guys. What about the British fisheries, the Icelandic fisheries? They haven't got the same rules for that, have they? So it looks really warm. They're in Svalbard, but they're not like, this is, you know, back in the summer. He's not really got any warm clothes on, as he got a shirt on and stuff. There are a few icebergs around. 2 ships go out. And as I said, they find an ice wall, which we're going to show you now, which is really interesting that they show an ice wall, which could be really dangerous because it could calf and kill them. So there's Sam Holmes. I've tried to communicate with him, but he's not playing. But I've had likes of him and stuff. Check that out, guys. Just like the Antarctica ice wall, this is an Arctic one. So he's just like squashed up to it. And look at that. Why is he telling us about the ice wall? I'm sure this guy's flat. He's going to see things too far out, you see. I just know it. There's another guy I follow as well, sailing Tartaria, who definitely says he's coming on my channel as soon as he gets to New Zealand. He's on his way across the Pacific Ocean right now. Because I love the dude. He's fucking fantastic. Back you up, I call him. Don't tell him that, though. And anyway, look at him standing on an iceberg, guys. You can stand on an iceberg, apparently. No, it's not scary, Bonnie. It's only scary if you're scared. If you haven't got 2 hoots about anything, it's not scary. The thing is, it's like, I always put like danger into like being in high places on dangerous climbs. Yeah. The trick is don't fall because you will die. It's quite simple. And that's the end of it. So interestingly, they got arrested for probing just sort of what looked like just west of Svalbard, crossing an imaginary line. You can't go where you want in the Arctic Ocean. You will get in big trouble. There's your proof. 3 months ago, man, guys. What the fuck is up there? What is going on, guys? Come on. So a lot of people in this realm think they're living on a baal or a baal. Take a look at this. I don't actually believe the coincidences exist. I don't know how you feel. But take a look at this. Right. So there's one of their many photos of the CGI composite globe because we have to. And then he does this thing. So it's called the baal. And if you slice her in half and match it together, guess what you get? Baal. Is that a coinkydink? I don't believe in coincidences. I don't think that's a thing at all, really. So not only baal, you get loads of demons all the way up. If you slice the globe, this particular globe image in 2, it's called a baal. And then, like, out of a 1,000,000-to-1 coincidence, if you splice half of it together, you literally get baal, Famet, on it. Spooky. More than that, there's all demon faces going right the way up. They're all fractaling. Well, why demon faces? What the fuck is going on? How is that even possible? This place is supernatural and spooky. For that to be there. And it is there. Look at that. Fucking hell. Look at that. Holy shit. Look at that. Holy fuck. It's full of demons. And they're living on a baal. Spooky shit. Spooky shit. Look at that one. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Look at that one. So, like, all of them are demons. Right the way up. Oh, shit. Well, I don't believe in coincidences, guys. So I'm glad somebody did that, made the effort to do that. Wow. Fuck. Wow. Is all I can say. No, I don't believe in coincidences. Now, this is a Flat Earth debate that I grabbed off Facebook. I think Orson Austin posted it. And it is fucking brilliant. It is exactly what we go through now, all as Flat Earthers, when we've had debates, conventions, everything else. The ridicule and the way that they treat fellow human beings because they say something different. This guy who's on here, Mr. Johnson, he's absolutely fantastic. So sit back and enjoy. It's only on for 4 minutes, but it is a goodie, a real goodie. Okay. Okay. Enjoy.
He's the head of the Flat Earth Society. He says the Earth is definitely flat. Here is my guest, Charles Johnson. Let's hear it for Charles. Now, Charles, you can't truly be serious and believe that this Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat is one of the few things that you can ever know for sure in life. It is the only sure thing. You know, they talk about death and taxes being sure, but the Earth being flat is much more sure than that.
But Charles,
I mean, you didn't give the rest of our name. It's the Flat Earth Research Society. We have research. We have
but Charles, we have seen pictures of the round globe.
Are you serious, Wally? I mean, in other words, your proof is. I saw it on TV.
No, I've seen it from an airplane. It's round.
Oh, you got it from an airplane.
But Charles, are you saying everybody else is wrong and you people are the only ones who are right?
Absolutely. But don't get excited. The average person over 40 or 50 years old knows that the Earth is flat.
But Charles, if the Earth was flat, you'd go driving along, or you'd be in a boat going, and you'd reach the end, and you'd fall off the Earth.
You've got backwards. If the world were a globe, a ball, and if you tried to get to Australia, you'd go over the edge. Any direction you went, you'd go over the edge. Only a globe has an edge. Obviously and logically, a flat Earth would not have an edge. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any water on it.
But if the Earth is flat, there has to be a fall off somewhere.
No, the Earth has no edge.
But then how can it be flat?
According to Moses, who's the original writer for the Flat Earth Society, the world doesn't have a shape. It is just water. Water laying flat. Endless. The world
water is laying flat.
Right, all water lays flat. I mean, that's the nature of water, to lay flat.
Charles,
how does water lay?
Charles, I think the only thing flat here is your head.
Have you ever seen any of that water?
Charles, are you disputing? Charles, are you disputing our astronauts who have seen our beautiful round globe from outer space?
Carnies. Not a word. No one's been to the moon.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you say nobody has been to the moon?
No one has been to the moon.
Wait. Hold on. Are you saying that our trip to the moon was all phony?
Phony. Totally. Completely phony. And the reason, in all these years that this insane hoax has been taught, it comes from Greece 2,500 years ago. It's called the Greece ball religion, claiming the world is a ball. No proof had ever been found for this insane belief.
What proof do you have that the Earth is flat?
Let me get to who started the space program. Nick Khrushchev in Russia. the atheist communist,
Yeah.
since they could find no proof, and he wanted to do away. The Bible is a flat earth book. Jesus Christ ascended straight up.
Jesus never said the
and
earth
down.
was flat.
Oh, yes, he ascended up and down. Heaven is above the earth. In fact, in the only part of the Bible that's claimed written by God himself is the Ten Commandments. And within those commandments, you'll find in Exodus 24, it states the earth is flat. It states you shall not make a graven image and from heaven above or earth beneath or the water underneath the earth. In other words, that says the world is flat. See, the whole point of the whole hoax is to do away with Christianity, to do away with sanity.
But Charles, our time is gone. All I can say is, Charles, you got a little studying to do. The earth is round. I'll be right back. Good night, everybody.
Sky clappers. We put up with a load of sky clappers. Or like just joining in with the ridicule, like school bullies and stuff, you know. Mitcha, fucking disgusting. People like that. And I thought he was jolly rude to that gentleman. Yeah, coming back for a second, guys. See you all. He was jolly rude, wasn't he? I think Mr. Johnson smashed it. That's bang on. All of that, what he just said. Obviously, you know, what else could it be? I love that. That was absolutely glorious. And that was from the 70s. So I think there's ways out of here. I really do. And I think most cultures will tip you off and say this is the case. And they are definitely protecting these limits, you know, to get in that much trouble just to try and probe the Arctic Circle. And Yandahoy, you know, the trouble he got in as well when he tried to probe the, you know, Antarctica as well, arrested, life threatened. You can't go where you want. Strict shipping routes, flight paths, you know, can't go off them. So there's a lot more going on in here, more lands. And I think there's a lot more going on north. That's what's scaring me. I'd really love to know what is going on north. Just bugs me ceaselessly. Like a rubber ball, it comes bouncing back to you. Indeed. Hi, Scott, my brother. I am Carios. And when proof is found on TV, yeah, I know. It's just, they do things like that in the modern day, don't they? But there are a few coming out now. There are a lot of boxers, aren't there? You know, there's that one boxer, and he's just offered out Joe Rogan in a flat earth debate. And I haven't heard no more about that since he said that last week. So, hi, Gun Nut. Good for you. Carmichael, good to see you. I know. And people's mindset hasn't changed. They're still like, you know, just all like laughing at that guy. And he's obviously got more intelligence than any of them, all of them put together. Looking, good to see you. Mactron, my brother. CNH, good to see you. Free Fingers, good to see you. Vibes. That's a West. And Kate, who's a member. Hiya. Antarctica is the highest land in this realm. And like the shallow bowl containing the water. So they say as well, the same for Greenland, don't they? But they do say, you know, it's as high as a mountain, Antarctica continent. So you don't really see them on their videos wearing breathing apparatus or anything. Not that anything's going on there. I think it's islands. I think it's completely different to what they tell us. And Manny, Truth Seeker, D'Angelo's in the house. I remember that clip. Good, in it. Esley, good to see you. Cheech is in the house. Ting. Moses, woohoo! Bonnie, generators. All right, let's have a look now next at something that happened in the South Wales valleys 100 years ago, which wrecked it, apparently. This is all new to me. So I'm going to have a look at that because twisters and tornadoes are a bit of this story as well. Think, we'll have a look later on the images of the day. Kansas is a bye-bye. Think, and him. Think twister as a way of getting off this plateau. David, good to see you. Card Adele. So yeah, Antarctica's that high apparently, but it is all up above us, all around us apparently. Mixture of land, ice, possibly. I can't imagine it being completely wrong with no gaps through to the other side. I just can't imagine that whatsoever. Liddy, Levide, good to see you. Super Root to Charlie, good. Super Root, CH, good to see you, Anne. Okay, we're going to be super rude later when we look at the history of sex toys. You ready for that? Buckle in for that one, guys. Time to get adult. David, Gareth, and I will give you my opinion, because I'm opinionated, apparently. Adam, good to see you, love. Chris is in house. Chris Duggan, good to see you. Jay, right, let's get stuck in again, because it's not going to be a massive long vlog, and I want to see what's happening somewhere else tonight. JT, Simon, good to see you. Dallas Fowler's in the house. Remember the Tom Paine show? No, I don't remember it. Dallas must be an American thing. Missed that. I didn't even see Gilligan's Island. Everyone keeps going on about it. And I was just like, I've never fucking seen that. They didn't show us that. I think Australia got all the British television, because AC seems to be up on all the British stuff. Singe man. And we had all like your stuff. I got up with Starsky and Hutch. I did. Too big, 4-channel digital media. Where's the Liedtke? The Liedtkenator. The Liedtkenator is here, my friend. Master of Disaster. Claudia, good to see you. And India. Right, then let's get stuck back in, guys. I'll come back and give you all a few shouts. Did you actually share this out? Got 619 watching. This is in my head, but I'm like, just I would say that because it's my channel. I think I've got the best juice out there. It's just all the way through. Hours of fucking juiceness and stuff. Ugh. I don't know anyone else who does that. I literally do not know many people that do that. Anyway, peace, love to you all. I hope you're having an epic Flatterday. I love that film. That was brilliant. Made me feel goosey-woosey. Loosey-goosey. So, in Wales, where I live, we got the South Wales Valleys. And apparently, they got completely frigging obliterated in the recent past. Excuse me. In October of 1930, year before the First World War, a series of twisters passed through the South Wales Valley, literally smashing everything in their path. Now, I can appreciate if you live in Kansas, or you did live in Kansas, or anywhere else, then that would be probably like, oh, well, you want to see what we get. But not for Wales. To me, it looks like some, blast, like a bomb blast or something. There's nothing left of these buildings. It's just like, what? So I think you can see the path, but what? The tornado ripped down wrought iron railings. What? So Llantwit Vardre, the town of Llantwit Vardre, it ripped to shreds. I need to go the other way for the images. Is there more than that? One or two. There's a link that I gave you, which give you a full collection of these images. But I find it fascinating. Damage at Quaker's Yard. Yeah, 1913, 27th of October, which is a couple of days ago. Wonder what haven't happened in my lifetime. I'm just wondering what was the deal with all of that. Right. We're going to have a look at this because this is an interesting little thing, okay? This is about the Isle of Dogs in London. Now, it's an interesting name, because we think about the elites possibly being dog heads in the past, as crazy as that sounds. There it is in the modern day. Now, I know this place quite well because I sort of worked here when this place got gutted out. Back in the 80s, I used to go there scrapping in Silvertown. I used to walk through the biggest factories you could ever imagine, completely on my own, and just get metal because it was just left around. So it was like that when I used to go to Silvertown. This was the biggest docks in the world, guys, London docks. Not anymore. This, Brooklyn, Singapore, Rotterdam, biggest ports in the world. Maybe Antwerp or Hamburg. So they had these massive factories, and I used to walk around Silvertown. Like in this thing here, you were honest, I can't even tell you the size of these factories. It was just unfucking real. You may see this on the map when you watch EastEnders beginning. It's the, if you was left this to the ravages of time, this would eventually apparently become an oxbow lake. But this was an island at one stage. It's water inside, and I think all of this bit in between is probably reclaimed land. And there is in the 2010s when they started to put up the Canary Wharf, and then they started to introduce all the Docklands thing you got there today, where now it looks like Miami. So there it was, biggest docks in the world. Many people lived on the Isle of Docks. There's a few areas on there. And they got rid of it all. The size of these, not much shipping going on there. and everything got demolished. They've even put that Olympic place, the Olympic Stadium there as well. Isn't it funny, guys? No matter where you are in Britain, there's always a DM. We've got DM vandalized everywhere here. This must be the same David Morgan. Or maybe not David Morgan. And there's always a WA. So there's the Masonettes. And all of this going to get flattened. And then they're going to make it all tartified. Look at all that. They're taking the cargo out of that ship, using the cranes on the ship straight into barges. Never seen that in my life. That's weird. Not even when I was at sea, the size of these warehouses and buildings, all gone. Tell you what, to walk around there, I'm glad I got to see it all before. These. I was walking around these on my own. No rats, nothing. I've never seen a rat. And just like, what the fuck? There's not a soul for miles and miles. It's just the weirdest thing, guys. It was an entire city to myself. Anyway, Canary Wharf. And it was like that when I went there. And all of this got cleared. Now it's the, the pontiest place on earth. It's unimaginably poncy. Quite vile, actually. So there it is. They all tarted it up, made it look all ugly-fied, and you got all these fucking big skyscrapers, and that's what was there before. One of the biggest docks on earth. Look at all of them Tartarian terraces, all gone now. Oh no, that one's there. The Tartarian terrace is gone. They just added something on the corner. Fair enough. Later addition. So there they are. The EastEnders. The apples and pears, skin and blister. On the corner shop. Getting a packet of fags when you can afford them. God, I haven't smoked a decent fag since I went to the Czech Republic, and I really enjoyed it too. But they're lethal cigarettes. It's the filters that are lethal. See that plane there? It's about to hit the Canary Tower, right? 10 million people got killed, but the tower never fell, guys. The tower never fell. You can see it's going to happen. I'm just saying that might not be true. Yeah, it was true in that dimension I was just in before that I'm not in anymore. So that's what it looks like. 1 minute it's all like derelict, having a brilliant time on my own in massive warehouses, getting metal to go and weigh in because it was just laying around everywhere. It was fantastic. Take like grands and come back to Cardiff. We used to hire a van, go there, and grands on metal, even in the 80s, and then come back to Cardiff. Fucking dollared up. And now look at it. They look like the Twin Towers. So that's puke. To my Brian, that's puke. They think, oh, isn't it beautiful? No, it's not. That's shit. Take it away. So there's that lock you just seen when it was a beautiful dock full of beautiful merchant shipping. And now it's that Tartary. Not Tartary. Fucking bumfluffery. You just don't need it, guys. Just look at it. And it just, like, literally shit out of nowhere. Excuse my language, but it just shit out of nowhere, isn't it? Okay? And look, what is that? And what is that? You got the gherkin, you got this stupid shit, and that. Listen, these architects need a serious talking to, is what they need. Okay, let's have a look at old America. So, the history of old America I've covered for many years. But this book has weird clues in it. I'm not sure what to make of it, actually. I'll just translate if I can. Translate to English. So it's the voyages of Baron Houghton in North America, and he meets different peoples, but it's in the year between that's when Louis Ahmad was alive. So between 1666 and 1716. And let's have a look what America was like. Okay. So there's a lot. What I notice is a lot of shit built. There's a lot of old worldy stuff built, but you do get like the what is that? You get a lot of obviously Indians, but they're not the ones you'd expect to see. But they definitely got a technology going on, I would say. Oh, look at this. So this is what like hieroglyphics, some sort of ideographic language. Shopping list. Maybe, I don't know, just guessing. And then it goes into the animals that it sees, the beaver. But I want to get up to these maps and stuff. It's just like, this port, like, you know, the portal, the port. Ooh, peace pipe. The portal, the port, everything. It just all ties in, you know, with the maritime theme. Excuse me. Let me just move on a bit because I wanted to show you. Well, that was quite interesting, I thought. This shows, excuse me, the sun and the moon. Excuse me, the sun and the moon moving in an arc overhead, which could obviously only happen on a flat Earth. You see that? The arcing of the sun over us, which I thought was quite good, actually. So let's have a look at Canada in this area. We just looked at the same map around the same era. So Fort Niagara, it's got a ginormous star fort at Niagara Falls. There's a star fort there. Funny, they're on the entrances to the Great Lakes, one there as well. On the water going into the Great Lakes, isn't that interesting? And I'm guessing there's star forts all over this area. But that's early for star forts, really, isn't it? And, you know, who's putting them there anyway? You know? So still under the French, Canada in that period as well. So the fleet. So, yeah, this is like how they did it with the navies. And Britain had the biggest navy on Earth, which is why they managed to beat up and steal so many people. Yeah, because that's a beaver. But this, the old broadsides. Yeah. That's Britain there. And we got jolly good. Oh, what is it? Yeah, Angleterre and French. British and French there having a little blast off. I can guarantee you, right, that the British won that. And I'm not just being biased. It's just the British are far more mental than the French. Okay? Take from someone who knows. They're very, very obebo. Had to do as they're told, a lot of them. They were pretty revolutionary, actually, weren't they? What happened? Right, let's have a look at that. So, what is he? So he's got a foot on knowledge, foot in a crown, giant's crown, because that wouldn't fit on his head, would it? And a scepter, and he's got a leaf covering his doodah, and he's carrying an arrow, and he's got blonde, squishy hair, because you would have blonde, squishy hair if he was in North America, wouldn't you? So they're still using like rudimentary weapons and boats. But I noticed this. Dun, 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 dun. What is it? Orbis Patria. And then you've got all of these stars, what look like, and it's that crucible again, the orb, isn't it? With the same line on it and that same line going over. But it's in the middle of this. Interesting. I don't know what it is, though. I think it's some sort of resetting weapon. But they show you the reset in this image here. So I don't know what this disc is. It's not a globe. It's disc. Some sort of... always see these like a record with these lines on this. I've seen it so many times. And they all got these lines on them. And they're pointing at lands. He's pointing at that land. But this map isn't of anywhere we know. Okay. And the old documenting of whatever. And they have a winged Phoenician hoofed Bacchusite. Looks like he's ruling them. And there's a bit of exchanges going on. Cop some of our coffee. Look at the size of him. Is he a giant or is that just a frame of reference thing? God almighty. I don't know. He looks big. So, yeah, you'll see this same map with the same lines on it. I dig that it's an engraving. So, yeah, same sort of rule going on there. We've seen many of these icons. This is linked up below. I like to show one old document. I've got hundreds. I need to get rid of them all, really. Now, black goo. Have you seen this? This is horrifying, guys. This is magnetic black goo. Now, I've seen it on a few shows, but I grabbed this video because it was like, what? Well, hang on a minute. It seeks and destroys in the human body, and everyone's just got injected with joy juice without knowing what the fuck it is. Yeah. Black goo is what's in it. Check this out, guys. It is what? Black goo. Come on, black goo. Don't black goo me, man. Check that out. Okay. Okay. Do not fear this surprisingly lifelike slime, even if it looks like an alien. So they are robots, and they seek and destroy the human body. Look, it's actually a soft robot designed to enter the human body. What? Intravenously, yeah, and perform medical tasks like retrieving swallowed objects. That sounds like a crock of shit. Well, maybe that's what it is. The robot is made of an elastic magnetized slime. There it is. And it moves and shapeshifts with external magnetic force applied. 5G, jab, think about it. And it can go anywhere. And it's a good conductor of electricity. Holy shit, guys. I think they just mechanized everybody that had it with the black goo. That's why I don't like to touch anything up there anymore. I'm not even big about germs myself, but there it is. The goo is a mix of polyvinyl, alcohol, borax, and magnetic particles. It's social media gold because it looks trippy, and there's some brilliant videos out there. Used on the film Viper, the shape-shifting slime. Okay, and this is, I guess, in some of the comments on it. But external magnetic forces. So you can program this shit. And it's in the and it works in the human body. Well, the Chinese, that's what the Chinese say. They lie. So they got no immediate plans to use it in a medical setting, but it exists, just like the nanobots. Why have they been making them for all this time? Not to use them. Of course they're going to use them, and they're going to use the magnetic black goo and exterior magnetic forces. And then this place has just been fucking 5G'd. What? It's like a genius to work this shit out. Anyway, what happened with Katy Perry? Let's have a look at Katy Perry's weird shit going down, guys. Let's see if she had a stroke. Okay, this happened this week. I'm sure most of you have seen it. She's a freak. She's a freak of nature. This girl, actually, when she was in bed in a Jimmy Jams talking about flat earth with my mate Dan, which she did, she looked like a normal girl you could actually talk to. What this fucking is on stage with the Coke cans on its tits, I do not know. Okay, but she's had some sort of glitch. Looks like an MK Ultras or many facelifts. Maybe she's an ancient, like an ancient vampire, drinking blood, been alive thousands of years. They go through a process of special water. They can do it. I reckon these elites are getting eternal life. I reckon they got the source. I reckon the Philosopher's Stone, the alchemy, I think they've done it. I think they're getting it. And I think this come unstuck for her. So what do you make of it anyway? Is she had a stroke, or is she doing that deliberate? I thought she was doing it deliberate as part of the act. But watch her eye later, after. What in the actual fuck, guys? Look at her eye now. So the other one's looking up, and this is just like not even like, that is trippy. Let's look at it again. So she's had like a stroke at first, I thought, or something like that, or, MK Ultra breaking down. But this is something else. This is something else. She's like a robot, for fuck's sake, guys. And that's not an act. She's trying to pull it together or something. I do not know. What is that there? Is that her hand? No, but it is a hand. A devil's hand. With claws. Long, black, horrible claws, nails. Jesus. It's a trippy place we're living in, isn't it? Now, we're going to have a little look at the history of sex toys. This is for adults only. Okay. Now, what I will state before we go into looking at some of these vibrators from throughout ages, okay, is I do not think it's any replacement for the pork javelin, ladies. I do not know. I dig that it's like a man, but without the mouth and the attitude. I dig that. And all of the problems. I also dig that. But no replacement, okay, for the hot pork javelin. There we go. Got that out. Not literally. So the oldest dildo dates apparently 28,000 years ago. Yeah, whatever. And this sex toys actually had a lengthy 8 inches. Lengthy 8 inches. Somebody drew a little bell end on there. Look, I'm very creative of them. So, oh, what's this? What's this? Dayak. Okay, what's this dayak? Okay, needles, tattoos, bamboo. To increase sexual stimulation. So he's got a load of like piercings and stuff. That's something they do now, isn't it? That's part of the satanic agenda as well. Oh, the Kama Sutra. That's like all about different positions, whatever. The double donga. The double donga. Use your imagination with that. I don't think it's for everybody. Oh, what's that? Same taboos in male. I don't want to know about that. There you go. It gives you a little measurement there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches, 6. So that one is excavated in Sweden. It would be. No, not insulting the Swedish, but they are proper fucking pervy, aren't they? It was like in the Czech Republic. It was like they had all these sex shops on every corner, guys. And how embarrassing is that, right? There are people going in there, like, you know, not hiding there like what they bought in there. It's just like, oh, something for the weekend. And they're walking down the fucking road with their blow-up doll and their fucking, you know, bag dildos or whatever. I'm thinking to myself, fucking hell, what is wrong with this place? So the ancient Greeks, both women and men, had creative with their sex toys. I'm guessing that might be a gay thing. Oh, Arcadia. So that one there looks like it might be a pipe. But I wouldn't take a toke on that, for fuck's sake. Okay, what are these lot been up to? Oh, I don't know the things we look into on Flat Earth British, but penis hair on the man's penis. Yeah, okay. And it stimulates the woman's clitoris during sex. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, I'm not sure about that. Damn it. The bronze dildos recently found 2,000-year-old term and aristocrat Chinese. Okay, yeah, well, that makes sense. The ring of the dildo is believed to be a strap-on penis. It's a terrible disease, strapodictomy. So I don't know how that would work. It's like, what, her waist goes in that? I don't know. I don't know. If you're feeling uncomfortable by now, I'm not surprised. Okay, like this bronze dildo, this jade butt plug. Oh, I just pulled something. No, I really did. Ah, fucking hell. Anyway, I'm reading the rest. Right, there's that hair stimulator. I can guess where you put that around. It's the goat's eye. It's called the goat's eye. What do they call a Japai in Japan? Ah, I got English eye in it. I don't even know. Is that racist? I don't even know. This is a French dildo. From Louis. It was reportedly found in the seat of Louis' armchair, which had been abandoned on the banks of the River Seine. I bet they tried to keep that quiet. Okay. Can even stimulate an ejaculation. Oh, hang on, I'm confused. Louis is a dude, though, right? Fucking hell. It's French though, isn't it? So this is a threesome chair. You'll get like on there and fucking probably catch some sort of venereal disease if you're going down that road, and a box of stuff. I don't know what they're their eggs. Like, I'm no expert on all this shit, guys. I'm just like, historically, I seem to be at the moment. Seem to be killing it. I don't know what that is. I don't even want to go there. It's tripping me out. Okay. Ooh. Young. Oh, we have seen these, the ractal dilators. So apparently, you put them in your bum and they cure constipation and enlarge. Well, it would fucking enlarge the prostate, wouldn't it? I don't know. The plug comes with. I don't want to go. I'm feeling rather uncomfortable right now, but they were for sale in the past. Okay, this is a good one. So it's a hand cranked. This one's all right. This one I quite like. This is okay. This is a hand cranker, you know, like a whisk with a clitoral stimulator on the end. So that would be really, really good if you were a woman and on your own. But like I said, it's no replacement. I don't know what that's doing on there. This is the Nazi sex doll factory. But apparently, yeah, they had a big thing going on. But they say it's popular hoax, but I believe it. Instead of catching STTs, they had a fuckload of blow-up Nazi dolls. But they got apparently destroyed in the Dresden bombings. Probably why they blew up Dresden was to get rid of the evidence of the blow-up sex dolls that the Nazis were actually married to and stuff. I don't know. I'm sorry I actually did this bit now, actually, thinking about it. I am actually really... I'm not going to go on anymore. Oh, good. It's finished. Anyway. I've actually embarrassed myself. That's what I've done. Don't worry, I can live with it. So the pearly queens and kings of Cockney England land, which we just looked at on My Mother Dogs, they were there. Okay, the old London town. They got different designs as well for the different families. They're different families, like these ones are doing the Lambeth Walk. Cause tickle your fancy, Jay. That's naughty. That's naughty. Am I a bad influence on you people? I hope not, because I will have videos made about me by Tartaria Truth saying he's wrongly he's leading people down the garden path with sex toys. Anyway, I told you that they're no replacement for Jacqueline. Didn't I say that? And I heard you say, "Oh, yeah, I agree." I know, fucking A. So, all about the shells, the sound, the vibration. It's all a puzzle that is slowly falling into place. If you mix that in with the evidence of what they tell us in legal language, I think pretty safe to presume. Who won the war anyway, guys? Who won the war? And what happened to monkey flu? I thought everyone was going to die of monkey flu or monkeypox. What happened to monkeypox? And who won the war? This is where all your money went when that ATM machine asked you to give money to the who gives a fuck Ukraine. Send it to fucking GoFund Martin's ass a boat fund instead of 10 trillion talentless, fucking humorless, because he's not funny for a comedian. I've never laughed at anything he's ever done. He's just ridiculous, actually. It's ridiculous. Okay. Hope you don't get a hit on me not being high at mafia. Nah, he won't. He'll probably laugh. Anyway, flat thumbs, Zelensky. Check Wall Street. It was a lot narrower in the past, wasn't it? So we've got JP Morgan's there on the corner, and it was the first electrified bank in history, or the first electrified building, apparently, was JP Morgan's bank in Wall Street. And it's the old world, isn't it? And it's a lot narrower than it is now, but some of these buildings are still there. But look at the size of Wall Street. So come the apparent Wall Street crash, they'll be jumping out them windows. But the buildings, they're old world, aren't they? This is for a bigger people or population. You know, the doors up there in the air. And look at this old Greco-Romano building. I bet if you took that plaster off there, you would have brick underneath. Dotted Bowery, red brick. So it's taken some changes, has old Wall Street East, New York City. Maybe it gets broad as you go down. So here's Fort Wood with Lucifer standing on top, welcoming you to America land, the land of dreams, where they make dreams come true, like Disney, like Walt Disney. So it's a star fort, And I think that's a big clue of what's going on with this technology. And they put Lucifer directly on top of the Star Fort, which was previously Fort Wood, for the technology that it is. The antenna that is. So here's Michael Jackson rubbing up against Madonna, because the Madonna that's around now, this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that we're in a different dimension. Excuse the fireworks behind me. That Madonna now, that, you know, she's pretending she's one of the millennial stupids with, you know, the nails, the tans, and the no brain whatsoever. And she's acting like one of them. And she looks fucked. I get she's 63, guys, but come on. She don't look that fucked. And she's supposed to jog every day and have, like, Kabbalah water. Yeah. So there's her doing the debutante Marilyn Monroe look. And are they diamonds? So yeah, she was all right back then. I'm not sure that is a tranny in it. Fuck's sake, it even looks like a drag queen. So I think that he was a royal, Michael Jackson. He had to be. I think they're all connected. You know, what's the chances that he marries a Presley? You know, and Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis's daughter, for fuck's sake. You know, they're all in like this group, this family, when they're like going, you know, they marry into their own people, if that makes sense. But Michael Jackson, he was definitely knew the Illuminati scar with the eye, the one eye thing and all of the symbology that he was doing. But he did, one of the last things he ever said was, "History's a lie," is what he said. So Wembley Stadium used to be an eye. And I used to see these towers every single morning when I woke up, because I worked in a pub, not closest pub to Wembley Stadium, 40 Yams. And when I looked in my mirror, they were in the window. So I could see the two towers on my window, which was fab. So they knocked it down because they got jealous, because Cardiff built the Millennium Stadium. And they're like, oh, fuck, they got a roof. And they had this brilliant, excellent stadium, which had Live Aid in it. But no. We're going to knock it down because we're jealous, and we're going to build this piece of shit, all CNI, full of pyramids. And it's just like, it's because it's got a roof like the one we had. So all our money for a bit of jealousy. Can we have anything in Wales? Are we not allowed? Anyway, so here is a soldier in London of an older war. I can't state which war, but it looks like he's from the Napoleonic Wars with this uniform. And these are 1870s, so he's possibly Napoleonic veteran. And he's selling matches. Seems to be a lot of match sellers back in the day. I wonder why that's black and white. Oh, so you done it in the night. All right, fair enough. That makes sense. So here's one of the Mujahideen, or an Afghan rebel, okay, bringing home his future wife. So I don't know if that's racist. I don't know. Here's Joseph Stalin, right, who's not really getting that his daughter's too big to pick up like that. Here's Stalin and his daughter. It's like, put her down. She's fucking 12, Joseph. I love my little girl. Yeah, fucking bet you do. I'm not sure where this is, but it is. It's Dresden. And it looks like a circuit board. Look at this main central processor. We're going to look at some more images of that in a minute, of what we think's going on with that. And these were photographed in the 1800s, and they are a lovely Native American family. And I can't help but sense their contentment with life. And look how happy, dappy, loving, and got it going on that they are. And they're lovely. So we all have a big for the happy little family from 100 years ago. I hope they did all right. I hope nothing happened to them. Anyway, maybe this kid's children are still around now, or their descendants, probably. Actually, I'd like to know now. I can't go researching photograph people. I'll kill all my time. So last weekend, I missed that. Missed everything. Missed Mrs. Party. Missed everything. They had a Flattoberfest. So let's see if we can spot. I know where Brian Stavely was standing. There's Brian Stavely. Nobody's doing flat thumbs. Oh, this Karen. can't believe did it. David Weiss is there. And they're still doing that flat thing that they know is one of them, this thing. They know that that's naughty. That's what flat firms got put in. So everyone could stop doing fucking Masonic symbology. But this part looked bloody brilliant, isn't it? So, yeah, there was a fair few turns out. It reminded me of when I did all my conventions last year. The one when 300 turned up last year in Birmingham was fucking fantastic. That was one of the best days ever. We all had a brilliant time. Hands-free phones in the 1950s. I can imagine your face would get proper sweaty. You probably get zits. That's not a real hair, is it, guys? That's not real anything, is it? So, yeah, technology was amazing back then. What about this? Yeah, I don't think they had much safety standards back in the day. So I guess in there about 1,000 foot in the air. So don't worry. Mummy, it's rocking. I feel like I'm going to go. No, it's okay. I'll put my arm across to save you. But who will save you if it rocks forward? Oh, I'll be fine. It's only a 1,000 foot drop. No harness, no safety rail. And they're that high up. Is that 936 feet? It is. Oh my shit, you could die easily. Don't do that. Seen this? That is inside the mouth of a snapping turtle. And they got they're like alien. They got all that going on. Like loads and loads and loads of teeth. We know absolutely nothing about the ocean, guys. We don't. So that's inside the turtle's like alien mouth. So this woman, attractive woman, found her doppelganger in an old artwork. It really does look like the same person. Well, obviously younger, but yeah, that is incredible. Nothing new under the sun. All of this played out over and over again. I had wicked deja vu the other day when I got kicked out that pub. I was like, exact circumstances happened before. Same bloke before, but how could it? Unless I was off my head and can't remember. Probably the case. Did you know owls sleep face down? All right, after 3. There's a mouse for him to swallow whole later. Not so much but yeah, they sleep face down because basically their heads are too heavy and they snap their neck. I know. Hippie shake. Good, good. Okay. This is trash. This is what's going wrong with the whole of society today, isn't it? Every fucking thing about today's society is repugnant. Put it on the trash. Do you know who he is? That is Benjamin, who was Elvis Presley's grandson. And he blew his brains out at 27 in a party. This party, because he was just before. There's his mother, who is, I guess, in Priscilla. And yeah, he looks a bit like Elvis as well, doesn't he? Yeah, so he blew his brains out, but that's what they say anyway, a bit like Kurt Cobain. So I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, poor Benjamin. So, dick rings. Ooh. So yeah, this is cute. This was an American serial killer. I think it was Gacy, and he had a cute, really cute little lamp made out of human faces and skin. See, we can't even blame the Nazis for that one, can we? Hmm? Yeah, yeah. If I went in that house and that lamp was there, I'd be like, okay, I think I gotta go now. So this is a Christian church in Germany. And why have they got a pentagram inverted behind the clock on a Christian church? No, I'm just asking. It's a civil question. Maybe you should have the cross upside down to go with it. But it is an inverted pentagram on a clock on a Christian church in Germany. Anybody? Okay. Okay, maybe it's just, maybe me tripping, thinking that the church is not really satanic. I don't know. So here's a nice picture of what looks like the 1960s in Piccadilly Circus. And it's a beautiful coloured picture. Tom Jones is playing over there. Lovely Welsh boy. Tom Jones got Wrigley's bubblegum. I haven't had Wrigley's bubblegum in ages. I like the spearmint Wrigley's bubblegum. I'll have to get some of them. Have a Coke. That's all they do nowadays, guys. Delicious Coca-Cola refreshes you best. And the lovely London buses. Framlin's beer. Come cooperative shopping. Co-op was all right. They used to give you like sort of tokens, if you like Green Shield stamp type things. And eventually you could go and get something for free. So yeah, the famous Piccadilly Circus is shit. It's shit. What the fuck is that? That's crap. Go to Rome. Every street's better than that. Oh, she's pretty. What's she saying? I don't need sex. The government fucks me every day. Well said, young lady. Well said. And indeed, they do. They do. They fuck us all to death. So this is an interesting little picture of below the Colosseum in Rome. And you see these. Interesting little walkways. These were pillars at some stage or some technology. I put it forward that this was a water filtration water tower system because I definitely think that was going on. I don't think it was gladiatorial. They tell you this thing was full of water anyway. And they used to have galley battles in it, battles with battleships in there. So it's funny how many jailbirds end up fucking famous, isn't it? Really. It's like, well, there you go. If you go and do this job for us. So it's Frank Sinatra, but he had a horse in the bed, mucked in with the mafia. Elvis, okay. He looks a little bit troublesome at that stage of his life. I don't know who that guy is there. I've never seen him before. I don't know what he could have done wrong. I know somebody in chat now was getting it out off. No, he's brilliant. Not. Jimmy got arrested. Okay, and Jim got arrested. David Bowie for a spliff in LA got arrested. Kurt Cobain for public masturbation. Janis Joplin, she got arrested for drugs. And also Mick Jagger, he got arrested for drugs as well. So it's funny how many of these, like, you know, most important people. Yeah, I know it's Johnny Cash. I'm just winding you up. He had a big bag of amphetamines in the car, didn't he, when he got busted, didn't he? And he was off to, like, it's all right because he's doing a massive concert and really smash it in that prison. What was it? I can't remember now. So Dresden was nice. Shame they bombed it for the blow-up doll factory, but look at the Phoenician stuff on there. Half out of the water, half formed. And all the attention to detail. Look at it. Absolutely showpiece city. And a lot of this completely gone. Which is such a shame. REM. So yeah, they had a twister in Kansas. I thought these things, you know, happens in flat plains. But obviously they can go up Welsh valleys and smash everything too. But in this case, I don't know, I ripped up with the storm cellar going on. But it goes up. And the Wizard of Oz who got there, he got up in an air balloon to this other realm, Oz, which is nearby, which has witches. Okay. Diddly. Come on, Toto. This is the biggest hotel on earth. It's in Saudi Arabia. I can't pronounce the city it's in. It holds 30,000 people in there. It's got helipads on each tower. It has thousands and thousands of rooms, some shopping malls, etc. I doubt it got many pubs, though, with Saudi Arabia, isn't it? But 30,000 people. Yeah? And make sure no planes hit that. Because they all get killed. 30,000 people dead one time. Oh dear. This proves to us that the whole of this reality is stupid as fuckery. Now, remember when he was like, oh, I was in the army, I got my old army tattoos. Bidden, not so long ago. Yeah? Well, do you remember when he had his jab? He hasn't got them anymore. Did he have them all taken off to be the president? Oops. How many? Would the real Biden please stand up? Oh, have you seen this, Christian? They give this a lot of thought, I can see. So the CLI, the Christian Life International, also signifies the church's clit. Clit. Who do you play for? Clit. Okay. So Not many photos came out of D-Day, especially Omaha Beach. But they tell you, right, that there's shitloads, thousands of men getting blown to smithereens on this beach. Do you know how I know? Because I seen the film Saving Private Ryan, guys. There's a guy in got his arm blown off and he carries it around, not knowing what to do with it. Have you ever seen that? And then none of them got off the landing craft because they all got splattered with a high-powered machine gun. Did you ever see that? There's no one splattered here, guys. I'm not saying like taking anything from the brave men that fought on Omaha, but I'm saying they fucking milk that. And if it's got Tom Hanks in it, well. This got knocked down 1878. It stood in Glasgow for many years. And it is an unusual example of the old world. Certainly Mudflood come round here, down that hill, buried that door half, that went all the way down there. But really strange wooden top dome a bit, really unusual. But yeah, 1875, so that's a bit of the old world there. But that's, I would say after reset, this is a different build, different people completely. But a glimpse of the old world. The reason I downloaded this image is not only that it's got like Charlie Chaplin on it, is this is like all film set. You wouldn't be able to cut bricks that small and then lay them on a thing. So all of this is like board. They're not real bricks at all. That's not a real door. And you can buy these in the modern day, can't you? These old 1920s advertising things, cigarettes, etc. So yeah, it's all obviously it's all like studio, but you know how the movies, you know, fool people into believing that that's reality. You know, they do the same with all of this IFS stuff, don't they? When that's just ridiculously stupid. So there you are. If you cut this in half, you get this. So is that just an accident? Or is it just a coincidence that the baal would have baal on it if you cut it in half and put it together? I don't believe in coincidences. I think they knew what they were doing. Really do. So, Washington Memorial, Washington, D.C., out in a muddy field, no roads, no lampposts, nothing to tell you they're actually in the civilized world except for that old Greco-Romano temple that's standing there and a shitload of people standing in what looks like the mud. No roads, no infrastructure, nothing going on, just shit all. And Washington was actually a swamp. You would build your capital city on a swamp. You're independent, nothing to do with America City. This is interesting. Egypt, 1500s. And it's Cairo. Not really got a start for going on. A lot of gold on top of the churches. Obelisk tech going on. The pyramids are up there. There's only 3 on Giza. No Sphinx at all. And it's shown as green. I don't see any desert here at all on this, do you? Maybe further out that way, but I'm not really seeing any desert. You don't see any desert or even ice on the old maps. You don't. Roman statue. I'm wondering how they know how these people look. Because, you know, like I mentioned before with, you know, Vespasian and other Roman emperors and even the evil ones, Killigan and Nero, they know what they look like, guys. How can you know that? This is from a Saxon hoard that was dug up in Sutton Hoo in England. And it's supposed to be from the Saxons in Britain. But this is sigil art. This is a pendant. And it's magical on it. It's got a load of sigils and this central piece as well. And if you look at these, it is some sort of intricate circuitry with these jewels playing a role in it as well. This pendant is, like they would say with orgonite technology in the past, but this has got this in as well. Saxons were fully aware of this sort of sigil art, sigil spells and pendants. Deja proof. 7 secret ancient laws and hermetic principles. Principles, truth are 7. He who knows they understandingly possess the magical key. That's what we're looking for. The key, so we can light up. Before those touch all doors of the temple wide open. I don't know what that means. So mentalism. The all is mind. The universe is mental. So have I not been saying that the whole time? Polarity. Oh, excuse me. I'll go to 2. Vibration. Bingo. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. Indeed. 3. Correspondence. As above, so below. As above, so below. As within, so without. As without, so within. Indeed. 4. Polarity. Everything is dual and has poles or opposites. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Bang on. Because it's all torus fields, north and south opposing torus fields. 5. Rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall in pendulum swings. So I'm guessing that's our rhythms of life as well. You know, when you have lucky streaks, or it goes to shit for a while, or maybe it's fab 1 minute, maybe it's fuck all next, and it ebbs and flows. Your life in tides, and that makes perfect sense. Of course it would. Of course it would. 6. Cause and effect. Every cause has an effect. That's not true. That's not true. Where it is, actually. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm not going to think about that. Every effect has a cause. Everything happens according to law. No, I was just thinking about the car crash scenario that killed cause and effect that was once mentioned. Anyway, 7. Gender. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Gender is everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Okay, I'll get with that. That's true. Okay. The feminine and the masculine hemispheres. Okay. So they got these for sale this Halloween. Adults with no kids. Includes money, freedom, solid night's rest, liquor, drugs, sex whenever you want. Does not include shitty fucking kids. So, adult happiness. Bet that's what they all want. So this is in Cumbria, no, Derbyshire in England, excuse me, and it's called the Dragon's Eye for obvious reasons. Wow. Look at that. I wonder if the dragon had his face blasted apart. So this old Phoenician, your Inky-Doo with his lion that he's pets with, he's got a wristwatch. He's got some sort of communication device. I don't think that's jewelry. It looks too much like, you know, tech, doesn't it? I know. So this lady's got loads of crows. They manifest out of her. Witches, I think, can do that, can't they? Or Dracula can turn into bats. Witches can turn into different creatures. Occupy familiars. Stuff like that. Zeus used an eagle. And she's messaging them. Go watch for me. Crows, if on the spiritual chat, the crows and the magpies are watchers. They watch for some force. So why didn't Daniel get eaten by the lions then, guys? Because God protected him. Really, I don't think that's actually a thing. I don't know what he must have done. I think he'd done that like Crocodile Dundee thing with the fingers and made them all calm. Possibly a bit of hypnosis. Possibly some sort of scam. He had a fuck ton of meat, or maybe they liked him. Maybe they liked Daniel. Maybe he was cutchy, and they all like just had a big lion Daniel Kutch-off, which makes more sense than being eaten. But they were supposed to be stabbed. I don't know about that story, guys. I don't want to think about it anymore either. What about Wonderland? Full of pirates, a mystical land that's hidden from us, a boy who can fly. Okay, who's got an attitude with his shadow. Do what I did. Yeah, I killed my shadow. It kept following me, so I killed it. But it still follows me. It didn't work. Captain Hook got the alarm clock, the crocodile who swallowed the alarm clock. Got Tinkerbell, Wendy, and Jonathan, and they fly. with pixie dust that makes them fly. So he's boy that never ages. He's on an island that's mystical in God knows where. And it get visited by pirates, Captain Hook. This is a whole Phoenician paradigm right here and what we were before Wonderland. And we could fly. We could fly. I believe I can fly because we could. The trick is not to let people know how weird you are until it's too late for them to turn back out. Now, that might be true for me, actually. So, anyway, what's weird? Don't look. Sorry. This is not going to be able to get out of your head. Okay. I can plug in an HDMI upside down, not even looking. No problemo. So, this is wrestling, apparently. It's not gay, though, at all. Apparently. So, check out the tech on top of this Indian temple bit. And the Phoenician shells again, even in India. Beautiful white to it, but look at them, guys. Imagine that. Just think of the sparks going between them. Two opposing toruses at the end. So, this circuit board, okay, this central processor, melted down. You see all the burns, and they melt down. Okay, they have meltdown, just like this had a meltdown. The circuit board, this place that we're in, it got melted down. Because it's a circuit board, and the circuit board meltdown, it got reset, which you can do with computers. You just switch them on and off again. Somebody put a load of circuit boards together and built themselves a super city. No, this is not a city. It's circuit boards that look exactly like a city. Mind-blowing. Heat sinks also melt down. And how many buildings in antiquity? I'll give you an example. The Acropolis. Temples that are melted down. Many in Egypt, many in Baalbek. The Temple of Jupiter, for example, are melted down. Like that. And what were they for? Cooling. Just like a heat sink. Use another central processor. And it's identical to Angkor Wat. And what? Electricity, Angkor, again, Phoenician. It was a central processor. What were they producing? What were they accumulating? I can't imagine, but probably for somewhere outside of here. And this is just a slave class supplying them with energy. We've seen these loads. This is in, I think this one's in Brussels. Yes, it is. There's that large central building in Brussels, Hôtel de Ville, and we have these things, which I'm undecided about. There's never any wires, and they got ceramics on there, so it just must be some sort of wireless technology before they're telling us they had it, guys. Oh, this is good. Comfort is a drug. Once you get used to it, it becomes addicting. Give a weak person consistent stimulation, good food, cheap entertainment, and they'll throw away all their ambitions right out the window for the comfort zone. And that is where dreams go to die. So if you sit on your ass doing nothing with your life, you know, plans are what happen when you're busy doing fuck all. Okay, just thinking about life and not doing it. You got to put things into action. You have, and push them limits. So there's that same temple there, and it shows you the arc in there. And that is what Imagine the top of this building was doing, which it would have been, just like that there. Electricity, and these all over India as well, these stupas. And people think it's the alchemical mercury formula, the zinc powder on top, the mercury, wet sawdust, copper plate, and it's all in an earthen pot, and you get a Baghdad battery type affair, but you know, much more. So I think this was a pendant or something that was hanging off. It's a nobelier. It's like a chandelier with knobs, so it's a nobelier, I think. It's not me made reality, guys. Is it? There you are. Pearl in her head. Pearl's a singer. I used to like Elkie Brooks. Did you used to like Elkie Brooks? I fancied Elkie Brooks. Pearl's a singer. Trying to think of her name. Lindsay DePaul. I used to like Lindsay DePaul. Did you remember Lindsay DePaul? I used to like Lindsay DePaul. I don't know why she sprang to mind. I was just going on about teenage fantasies and Blondie as well. No, she's not a dude. Who said that? So even on this old castle in Russia, these things are up. No wires coming off. And these things that we see all over, which are not telegraph, because that's probably telegraph. And there's no wires coming off, and there's no other technologies supposed to be going on. So, the hourglass waiteth. They're fucking no fun. This paradigm's no fun at all. The way that they do the whole good and evil fucking thing. Could you fly animals years ago? It'd been brilliant if you could. I'd jump on a bat. Here's a Phoenician queen. Check that. So it's got a bell on it. Some sort of... I can't help thinking that this is a weapon, because look at that on the end. It's like, what, a beam come out of it? She's got the old god hat with wings on. But that looks like tech. I don't know what they are, guys. I don't know what they are. They're covered in black cape things. So I can't really comment, but they come out of an ancient book. It's an ancient order. It's an ancient order. Okay. Again, Lucifer and the gates of hell. So they got gates as well. They got gates to heaven, and they got the gates of hell. 7 gates, is it, to hell? But there are gates to hell. And, you know, like Paradise Lost, for example, that story. You know, there's gates there as well. He goes down different levels, doesn't he? In an inverted, upside-down pyramid of below Mount Meru. So there's the city, you know, the Welsh town, fucked up and basically disastered by tornadoes. So here we have Fall, who's later becomes Paul McCartney, but it's his Fall, isn't it? And we got Dave Gilmore. There's a Phoenician thing, isn't it? Gilmore. And somebody was stinking rich. I think her father was the Kodak company. Linda McCartney. What is a dragon with wings? Linda McCartney. So they're watching Leonard Skinner live, playing live. Leonard Skinner on stage. Looks like Paul's enjoying Leonard Skinner. Yes, that's how real musicians roll, Paul. It's been terrible for you to see that. So, covered on my last post, these sigil arts and these spells. These people are magicians. They know that human consciousness co-creates reality based on what the mind believes to be true and real. This process is amplified when installed in the crowd consciousness. Avoid crowds, guys. They are projecting what they want into your mind. So you build it for them. So this evil consciousness that they've hijacked, that they got going on, that's what they've done. They've hijacked consciousness with all of this evil bullshit. And all of the stuff that people think they need, they don't need any of it. And getting all these people together, all these new NAF bands that have just come back out because they basically went along with Rona, and now they've all got contracts. I noticed the people that didn't go along with Novid have got no big tours. People like I can't think. Oh, Stone Roses guy, what's his name? So here's a bus stop in London in the 1960s. Notice, let's take note, no piercings. No obesity, no tattoos, no fuck all but clean people. And they look really healthy, considering they're in a stinking city. And this bus stop has got no men on it. Look at it, or maybe one there. But look, that would be a brilliant bus stop for me to be on. I would really like to be on that bus stop back in the day. Smashing. We had Coleman in Britain when I grew up. It was a bit of a bummer because our Coleman used to turn up when we had no fucking money, but he was Blakey the Coleman, and he'd say, all right, Carol, don't worry, I'll fill up your bunker. I'll be back next week to collect the money when you got it. or on Monday when you get your money. So we had the best coal man, Blake. He was a fucking diamond, and he used to fill up our bunker for us. And because my old house, I first started Flat Earth British. No, the house before that, actually. I had a massive coal fire, and I loved it. I loved the coal fire. Yeah. But yeah, and the smell of coal fire in the morning, all the coal fires burning on your way to school. Everything was smoky and smoggy, but I loved that smell, guys. It was lovely. Back in the day, right, we used to do this shit, and nobody even give a fuck. I was back in the punk and skin days, a group of friends that I used to hang around with. It turns out to be total shit, like most people. But we bought a Cortina Mark II, and we cut the roof off it, but we didn't strengthen it or anything, so it bent a bit in the middle. But it was great for ripping around the streets of Cardiff. And what we used to do, because we put massive speakers in the back, is we used to stop at the lights, get out, and skank and dance at the lights. At busy junctions, we used to get some funny stares off the normies, but we did it once. So like banging reggae, get out of the lights, and everyone's dancing. And the police just pulled up and just looked at us. So he's like, uh-oh. And they just started laughing and just shaking their heads as if to say, oh, for fuck's sake, that's like completely illegal. You lot are nuts. Bye then. And off they went. And they were really nice about it. But the things we used to get away with, hardly anyone had insurance. Hardly anyone had a license when I was a kid. Everyone I knew was illegal drivers when I was a kid. Everyone. Just don't get caught. Because you put foot down, and the police always had shit cars. All you had to do was get a better car, and they'd never catch you. Simple. Simples. Yeah. I'm just a girl. Yes, Gwen Stefani. Yeah, you're just a girl, Glenn. So Gwen Stefani is a bit of a dude. It looks. She got a Stefani. I'm just a girl. No, you're not. So, moving on. Okay, we're coming to the end of this. Now we've got plenty more to show you. This is my son, who's probably in chat, maybe not. He's Lawrence Leaker. Hiya, Campbell, autodidactic. Many blessings, and welcome to you. Lovely to see you. Screw Sniper. Some oxygen. I'm coming back now. Gwen Stefani. Yeah, never seen an ass like that. Have you ever heard that song by Eminem? So Eminem knows that she's a dude. Eminem's bent. Yeah. Man girl. Anyway, I really enjoy this trans investigation thing. Must be sick, really, isn't it? It's dark thing. So here's my son's channel. Make sure to sub to him. It's below. He does sailing videos. So this week, for a couple of days, I go basically down on my son's boat for a break. But I've done a GoFundMe to try and get a boat. This is my dream, because everyone's basically nicked my dream. And my dream was to get a boat because I'm ex-merchant Navy. And I thought, being a flat earther, where's the curve? That I could smash it better than a P900 out of my boat fucking all the time. Makes perfect sense. And dig into antiquity. I could show you on a map. Starport's where I was planning on going. But it's going slow, but I will persevere with it. See me? I got serious man love for my bunny rabbit. My bunny rabbit properly loves me, which I'm really pleased about. At least she loves me. Look at my bunny rabbit, guys. I'm going to cry. That's my lucky. And she fucking loves me. My bunny rabbit proper loves me. I love my bunny. It's gangster. Don't you ever say anything about my bunny. Did you say anything about? Don't say anything about my bunny. So yeah, we had a nice day on a boat, nice and warm and cushy. There's my son Lawrence Leaker. If you don't know, he was 32 the other day. He had a birthday, so we had a couple of days on a boat, done some work, lazed around, and no, we never laze around ever. Went on walks, nice long walks. And there's me, all happy and toasty. There. Warm and toasty on the ship. So yeah, they got stacks of them in this marina, okay, and they just like people have died in COVID and stuff, and they're hanging around, and basically this marina, yeah, get them on a cheap, and this is like a fucking good opportunity. There's so many of these just hanging around in there that are just not being used. So there we have a go, hoisting the jib for sale. For future sailing expeditions, which we're going to be doing soon. So yeah, it was a great day. And we had a good birthday. Done some panoramics down Cardiff Bay, which is very nice. And it was a beautiful sunset and warm. You know, people in T-shirts and I don't know. And all of these seagulls, they all got up at the same time and flew home. They do that. That's the sluice. Absolutely amazing bit of engineering. I love crazy big engineering feats, and that certainly is. It's quite breathtaking. It's like, what the fuck? So yeah, loads of boats. There's a lovely, lucky my bunny with my son. Ah, my lovely bunny. So yeah, animals are wicked. So yeah, we had some other visitors as well. They comes up and sees us. These two, the swans that were in this part of the marina, they had to be taken out and evacuated because these were bullying them and they'd taken over. And they had a fight to the death and all. Like literally watched them. Nobody died, but they were gonna beat one another. Oh, so they love chocolate digestives. Critters are much better than people. People just suck, don't it, guys? See how lovely they are, birdages and stuff. I know, right? So that's what we've been up to. If you don't know my channel, I just did 53,000 like 2 days ago, and I've managed to gain apparently 200 subs overnight. I don't know where they shit out from. Maybe just YouTube. They are keeping me down, YouTube, because like as I've explained before, my views are no bigger than when I had 40,000 or more less subscribers. So when I had 10,000 subs, I was still pulling the same views. So something is definitely afoot, isn't it? And I'm not hearing any complaints about my fucking content. Far from it. So YouTube are keeping it down, pushing others. It's just like it's so fucking dirty, this YouTube. But I'm not surprised anyway. And like I wouldn't want it easy anyway, because it wouldn't be so much fun, would it? So I'm going to come back for a minute. So, God, I don't know how long I'll be talking. 2 hours, brilliant. There it is. Epic. Super fantastic. Right, I'm going to give a few of you shouts now and see what's happening. So if anybody, we're going to have a little Q&A now. I'm happy to answer any questions on opinions, on things that are going down, or anything really. Just ask the question and I will do my best to honestly answer it, okay? Can't do my bloody coffee. There. Oh, that was fun. So yeah, I've thought about pills so much in all my life. Black Bunny is beautiful. Mac Trom, she's basically a luxury bunny. She's like a Ferrari of bunnies. Yeah, she's just like luxury bunny. Yeah. High vibrations, everyone, from Bob Sykes. I got your book here, Bob. Bob Sykes. There he is. He fucking flies through the air doing kung fu kicks, guys. So don't be chopsing off the Bob. Yeah. It's kung fu. Grasshopper. I'm his grasshopper. I learned for his book. Yeah. Fucking non-lethal moves. Free fingers, much love to Campbell. He's giving Campbell autodidactic the lovage. Dallas Fowler. Vincent. Christmas is Nordic. Germanic holiday, Yule. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Liddy, good to see you. Love you, Martin. Just saying. Love you too, Liddy. Just saying. Also, NA literalist. The swans are going to have diabetes. Don't worry about that, literalist. They'll be fine. It's only a little bit of sugar. They'll get over it. Most of it is wheat anyway. Okay, they're over it by now. Anyway, and they look happy. They look high on sugar, admittedly. Adam, good to see you. Amy. I've been chased by geese. I have, Amy. Yeah, they're bastards. I got chased by geese down what we call a paradise. It's a lake near to where I live. Yeah, you come after me. And they could break your leg. Break your leg. Oh, before we was going to hook up. Sort it out. So I let's get a hookup. I noticed Martin always gets the same views. It's impossible. Yeah. Can I have like, even when I had like 10,000 subs, I was getting like fucking 14, 16,000 views and I got like 50 fucking 2,000 exactly the same. Stinks. Fucking hell. Don't take a fucking genius to work that shit out. Thanks, Mag. Chip, good to see you. Dallas Fowler, good to see you. Three fingers. So yeah, make sure if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would suggest you do so. I'm the Flat Earth British channel, so you can watch all of this juice and fold. Okay, Christmas is coming as well. All that bullshittery. We're going to have the best non-celebration of Christmas we've ever had. The Queen used to own all the swans. Yeah, there was a guy in a Cardiff Park, an Iranian, and he cooked, I think it was a Cardiff Park, but he cooked up a swan, and the police arrested him and said, you can't cook the fucking swan, guy. That belongs to the Queen. You're going to the Tower of London. They're going to open it back up for your ass. Yeah, shipping them at Guantanamo. Stick him in orange. So they did that. Mind you, can you imagine? Nobody's got an oven big enough to put a bloody swan in. Have you ever seen Black Swan? It's a good film. It's about swan. Basically, it's about black magic. And there's this woman, and she's played by Natalie Portman, and she plays the white swan in Swan Lake and the black swan, and she has to get the personality of a corrupted, evil demon woman and a beautiful, innocent young woman as well. Both personalities going, and it was fucking weird. Horny. I'm not going to tell you all Natalie Portman gets up to, but they're probably the most rewatched minutes in cinema graphic history. No, Natalie Portman's a chick. Okay, Shelley, you're happy. Be happy. Be happy. Fuck them, guys. They want you down. If you're feeling grumpy, yeah, don't feel grumpy. Come play with you in Flat Earth British, where it's full of love, fun, and juiciness. We don't fuck around here. Shelley, good to see you. Shelley Beach. Oh, that's funny. Beachmaster. There's another beach there, Shelley. Maybe you should get in contact. Got a lot in common. Both beaches. I saw the swan fall out of the sky. I seen two seagulls merge into one big seagull. No. I might have done. You don't believe me. I know. All right. Maybe it didn't happen. Esley, good to see you. Sherryite. Yeah, they love chocolate. FEBs Quest. Yeah, my GoFundMe, which I had 3. So 2 of them were my mates off Facebook. They said they're anonymous, but I think I know who it is, because there was only 3 people who looked at the link on Facebook. It doesn't take a genius to work out. But yeah, so that was lovely. Son is cute. Bonnie, single. Get over there, Bonnie. Get over there. You can go boating. You can be his boat bird. Yeah. He literally shares the same view as a lot. Well, they're all millionaires. So he shares the same view as millionaires, which is quite a nice feeling when you're laying there thinking, you motherfuckers. Edna Bell, I love you. We love you, Edna Bell. Soon is cute. Son is cute. Oh, you made a mistake. Okay. Madigan's Island. No, I've never seen Gilligan's Island. But I think it was something like Swiss Family Robinson, wasn't it? Where he was on a desert island, which would be fantastic. As long as you weren't on your own. It's like Robinson Crusoe ended up with a man Friday, didn't he? That would be really disappointing to me. That would. Woman Friday? No, that would be okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Shelley, good to see you. Romany Bear, much love, my brother. Over in Romania. You and your lovely family. You was 8, Bonnie, was you? JT? Oh, can't imagine me being a kid. Poor little Martin. All she put up with, chick. Existentially, I hate looking back in the past. Thinking the shit I put up with. Oh, why are bras so expensive? That's a question I couldn't possibly answer, Lucy dear. Probably something to do with women have got to have them, so they will charge them. Is it the bigger the bra, the more they cost? I mean, do you get the same size bra? If you got little titties and you have a little bra, does it cost the same as big titty bras? Don't answer that. I don't need to know that. It's okay. It's okay. It's not an historical question. We don't need to know. Truth. Not an expert on bras, but I've covered them in the past. The old cross a heart bra. Didn't we cover that a few months ago? I know. After watching a female actually buying bras in a shop that I was with, I was like, I'm going to look into brass. This seemed really interesting. Cheech. My cat loves me. Oh, does she, Cheech? Oh, I love your cat. She's like suckles down on my arm, and then she's suckling on Ivy. No idea. She thinks so. She just clutches into you, and oh, that's what we want. Yeah. Roll around with our animals. Stay away from imaginary borderlines. Fuck yeah, I know, Jay. I will. We are aware. It was off the chat. My son got chat plot. I haven't, but it's fucking shit hot. You know exactly where to go. Plot course. It'll go. It's made everything so much easier with getting from A to B. Has he sailed to the Caribbean? No. CH, we're in training. We're just going around South Wales at the moment, but soon, as the spring comes, we are going to go further afield. We was thinking of, like, it wouldn't make sense for the, the flat earthers or the Tartarianites, or whatever they're called, to have a fleet. Captain Martin and the fleets of flat earthers. Yeah, they would shit themselves. They're prairie dogging it. Now, me saying it, guys, can you even hear that? That's them pooing. By me suggesting Martin's a flat earther. He might go probe. Yeah, I'll probe deep. Okay, fuck him. Makes me happy. Romany, good to see you. Or Roman, good to see you. Can she swim? No, we're going to get a little bunny life jacket. You can buy them. They sell them in the Chandler, so we're going to pick up a bunny life jacket. No, I held on to her. She was not going to jump in. She knows this water. She's really intelligent. She wouldn't jump in. She's a human locked in a bunny's body, basically. And she's lucky. She's lucky rabbit. Simon, good to see you, my friend. Bunny rabbit, bunny rabbit. Okay. Thanks for your emojis. Mac, good to see you. Schmack, Cowboys panel, 8 4 jacks. So how long have I been running? 2 hours and 19 minutes. So anybody got any questions they want to ask Flat Earth British? I would have done a call in, but I got so many trolls and shit that I might get like awkward questions live on air, and I'm just not in the mood for all that. So some young lady in Germany, in Stuttgart. Yeah, she is a lady. Yolandia sent me stones with holes in called fairy stones that apparently bring stonking good luck. So let's hope so. Let's hope this brings me a boat. Okay? Because I'm not going to be selfish. I'm just going to do truthful things with it. Makes perfect sense to me. Got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. You got to do stuff in this world. That's no ordinary bunny. No, CH, no true word has ever been said. That is no. She's not an ordinary bunny at all. She's a bunny with super ability. She's like a super bunny. The stiff awning for the rain. Yes, we need a stiff awning, a bimini, something like that on the boat. Hi, Joe. Lovely to see you, Joe. Hiya. Anne, good to see you. Just sub. Thanks, Anne. Make sure to sub to my sons. Make sure to sub to all my channels. I go live on them. I do all sorts on them. Martin always makes me crack up. Oh, not literally, Tyler. That would be awful. Tyler Arnold. But I'm glad about that. I haven't even done anything funny. Good job I didn't tell you any jokes. Beach. Welsh Reese. Hello, Welsh Reese. Are you Welsh? Welsh Reese. Flat fingers. Fishy. Fish fingers. Captain Birdseye. Yeah, pirates. We don't fucking get a fleet. Be top. They're just going to be old Jal. We're just going to be like Dr. Rock. Yeah, they'll be like them flat earthers. They got it going on, man. They fucking got boats and everything. We got P900s. We got boats. Fuck you. I'll go and Stefani. She got a Stefani. And Squirrel Sniper. Anyone go to run to the sun? Yeah, we'll do that. I'll get a pair of wings and I will try and fly. That's a drag, man. Okay, any questions? Fire away. Happy to answer any questions. Put them in capital letters. Right. Talking about your troubles and you never learn. Ride a painted pony. Let the spinning wheel turn. I'm guessing their lyrics, Fowler. Dallas, I don't really know. Oh, my son. Martin ain't got no boat. The Windy Ridge is mine, hence him having a GoFundMe. Yes, that's my son's boat. This is not my boat. Lawrence is going to be off into the sunset with his boat family and I'm going to be left with no boat. Okay, which would be really sad. I need a boat so we can do stuff with my friends. Hopefully both friendly. Gavin, good to see you. Adam Forrest, Ed, good to see you. I'm disappointed Gwen Stefani. I am as well, Ed. I thought Gwen Stefani was swinging years ago, but I'm not so sure now. Holland back girl. She keeps going on about she's a girl all the time. Obviously not. Holland back girl. Have you seen that video? Pirates. There's somebody sent me a link for the new Harry Styles video, and it was basically something to do with a dinner in a sushi restaurant, and it all had a load of mermaids, mermen, and Phoenician shit going on. Alroom, good to see you. Great channel. Regards from Vienna. Oh, danke. Alroom, if I pronounced your name wrong, I'm sorry. Legala Rogers, good to see you. Martin's merchandise. Oh yeah, fuck me. I got merchandise. Yeah, I know. I've never ever mentioned it, but I got loads of stuff going on. I got a shop which sells Flat Earth British stuff like Flat Thumbs mugs and preferred stuff. I never ever shout my shit. I got 2 books. Okay, well, one I brought out a year ago and did a tour for this year. The Holy Grail of the Great Reset, which is fantastic. I keep forgetting. You raised my vibe, sweetheart. Oh, good. Thank you, Pamela. Pamela Panbecker. That's nice. I've done something right then today. That's how to win the day. Hi, Lizzo. My question went completely typo. Sorry. Well, ask a question, Lizzo, and I will pay attention to you. Real life trolls and honey traps. That's what you got to watch out for, especially on the internet. Okay. Don't wish him a boat with a few quid. Buy some. Oh, I've already got like 20 quid, so I bought a rope at least. So just got the boat to go. Eric the Heelan. Oh, hello. What's that? My friend was in Ron Jeremy film. I don't know what that is. Maybe I should, but I'm not that clued up. I'm also was born in 61, turning 61 tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday, Mary Wins. Yay. Oh, I love you. There's a nice age. So you need a FEB sub, Martin. You need a FEB sub. Yeah, he went live last night. Lee, I don't know where he is. I goes live. He knows Flatterday's happening. Where is he? Dean, should start doing Flat Earth British stuff, like going on like our endless meets and all of the shitloads of stuff that we've done as Flat Earth British. Would be great. Chip. Once. Liddy, both lawns are right. I'm gonna I'm not gonna say that, don't worry. I just a brain thing that I was just got born, but I won't announce it because I might have to carry through it. I reckon Martin should become London cabbie. No, I know a London cabbie, or I did know a London cabbie. No, man. I can't drive. All I do is drive people up the wall. Mickey Wallbanger, how's it going? Much love to you. Much love to Karen. I hope you're better with your sticky wickets. Poppy Baisley had a weird experience looking at the stars, watching them last week. I focused on 2 in particular. Then one of them went very slowly and began to move across the sky. Never seen anything like it before. Well, I know somebody who has. I've seen my mate. My mate Ace McLeod did exactly the same thing. He was watching stars and they just started to move across the sky. And he was like, guys, the stars are moving. So yeah, other people have seen that. I haven't myself. Seen UFO stuff, but not that. Bonnie, happy birthday. Mary Wins to you. Yay. Everyone, happy birthday to Mary. FEB does awesome pics. He gets them off a photo drop. Get on a photo drop. They're all on air. I could load 1 million photographs on the photo drop if I had time. So, Bob, Max in the house. Alien invasion next. Oh, well, they're going to sideswipe us, and they are brewing up for something, but I can't help thinking it's going to be something that none of us expect, is what I'm thinking. You know, can't predict this shit, guys. You couldn't have predicted the way Rona went down, and what the Hegelian dialectic, they played like a master stroke, and the end result was them all having the joy juice, wasn't it? And then the next stage, which is horrifying if we let it happen. Squirrel Sniper, they're going to fucking sideswipe us, guys. I'm telling you now. I just know it. I just know it. They're sly. They're evil. Little Wing, much love to you. We love you. We love you, Little Wing. Little Wingage. Shelly Beach. Oh my gosh, I saw her start doing that. Oh, she saw Shelly Beach, scene 1, do that. Leah's hopefully happy. He's happy. He's happy. It's Saturday night. Let's donate a few quid to Martin. Yeah. Thank you, Bearage. Got to have a plan. Got to do something. Danger Mouse. Yeah, Penfolds. Is that what you're trying to say, Liam? I don't look fuck all like Penfolds. Is that what you're saying? No, I don't look like Penfold. You're getting younger every year. I know, Bonnie, because I'm not in the same realm as before. I'm a younger Martin than I was years ago, which is weird. I love this show as well, Valerie. It's my favorite show on YouTube. I don't watch many YouTube videos, really. Watched Campbell the other day when he was doing that video showing all them atolls in the Pacific, which is really interesting. So I had a look at them myself then. They are really weird. Some of them, it looks like an ancient civilization smashed up, these atolls in the Pacific. Ew. Thank you, Laurie Daly. Oh, I something to do with my lucky stone, is it? Let me get my lucky stone back out. Lucky stone, you. Anyway, waving my lucky stone energy at you. It's really weird. It's like Bakelite. And then it's got like chalk bits in it. But it's not many papers. It's from a German island. She's from a German island here. I'm not sure. I thought it was Stuttgart, but a German island anyway. David Sampson, I am 38 and turned that in 84. Oh, well. I'm not doing the math on that, David, but well. Dean, what's happening? Lotus Film Studios. Either that or we hire a private jet. Balloons would do it. Balloons would be able to probe. Balloons with cameras. Proper balloons, I mean. They can't stop a load of us like they did with that, then what I showed you earlier with Sam Holmes and that other guy. They can't just, if there was a load of us, they wouldn't be able to stop it, and then we could definitely go and have a look. I really fancy doing that. The suspense is literally killing me, guys. I really, really want to know what the fucking hell's going on. Shady Ives. And I can't just sit there and wait for somebody else to do it, because I never fucking get it, because no one else bothers. So I'm not thinking, fucking do it. Been 7-8 years now in Flat Earth, and it's been woeful, experimental-wise. Woeful. Balloons sketch unless there's a way to armor it. Balloons are better. Well, yeah, there is that, Lindsay. Plus NASA, own all the helium. Guess you would have hydrogen. They go in cold weather blimps. Balance of Truths. There used to be apparently a Norwegian air company that went over the Arctic Circle back in the day. So they're fine with extreme temperatures. Have a Billy. Send you a hug, silly. We all want to know. Oh, thank you, Laurie. Now, anybody's going to ask me a question, actual question, before I fuck off and go and do Martin stuff? Because this is 2.5 hours now. I'm getting a bit tired. Did they fake alien intact or with Orson Welles? Well, that was brilliant, wasn't it? How stupid people are. So Edna, yeah. So back in the day, 1950s, Orson Welles does like this. He basically War of the Worlds. He reads out on radio, but he changes the names to street names in New York that people wouldn't recognize. People killed themselves. It was on the radio, so they thought it was true. They were that fucking stupid. They're like it now. So what's that about Sean Hibbler, Amy? Sean Hibbler was talking about it on his Rockfin channel. Beyond the Imaginary Curve wants to go. If we could organise something, it would be unstoppable. Does he now? Does he now? Is that what he said? Fucking Dell's a spa. Fucking Dell's a mate. I like that. Thanks for that little chestnut there, Amy. Dell's thinking that, is he? Ooh, that's good. Chris, who should of Black Knight satellite? Chris, there are no satellites, Chris, because nothing is orbiting anything. You need a globe. for anything to orbit. Orbit means to fall away from and constantly miss. And yes, we heard about the black satellites maybe 20 years ago when the internet first started off, because it's just like a blob in space outside of a globe. That's a satellite. Satellites, they're not real. You can't have a flat Earth and fucking satellites. Huh? Especially black night satellites. But it looks good on the internet and it interests a lot of people. Some people think it's true and they run along with it as narrative. Beach feels like law of vibration is a psyop. Listen, I've been operating the law of attraction a lot of my life, but you got to police your thoughts so strictly because you can manifest stuff. Be careful what you wish for. Moon shadow. I'm leaping and bounding on a moon shadow. Do you manage to stay up or 3D or are you getting jolted back? I'm not having any issues with that. I'm well beyond all that now. Maybe a few years ago, but I'm further along than a lot of people. Dallas. Carmichael. How did you wake up to flat Earth? Oh, well, good question. So years ago on YouTube, basically recommendations, it kept coming up this flat Earth videos, and I'm like, I'm not so sure. And after a couple of weeks, I was like, oh, go on then. And I clicked Mark Sargent's The Clues, and then Eric Dubé's 200 Proofs. And I did it all live online. I showed you how the whole awakening happened. And it's just like I went from, holy fuck, this can't be true, to, oh my God, it is. In no time at all. It took me no time. I was really easy. I had no big head fucks about the level of the light here or anything like that. I was absolutely fine with it, but it did make me appreciate, you know, the creation a lot more and get a sort of a different meaning to life, spiritual meaning to life. And just made everything more precious to me. Beautiful thing, flat Earth. Matthew, beautiful, beautiful thing. When you know, you don't get that off the globe because it's the baal. All you get off the globe is you get a shiver off the globe. You get a shiver off the flat Earth. You get goose pimples off the flat Earth. You don't get goose pimples off the globe. If that was real, that should make you cry. If it was real, the beauty, the majesticness of the fucking globe they're showing you out the window should be so beautiful to make you cry. Yeah, I look at it, all I get is like that shit is CGI. You instinctively know. Jason from Wales as well. Did the Illuminati kill Ross? Well, it's funny you should mention it because me and my son had a conversation concerning what he was saying a couple of days before. I asked him. We were saying like, fucking hell, he's pushing his luck here by saying that. Because, you know, the information he was saying is like it's going to upturn the whole of, you know, their paradigm, especially concerning the origins of British history. So, yeah, and King Arthur, Jesus Christ, religion too. So, yeah, he was really pushing the boundaries there and doing it every single day and getting suppressed by YouTube, no doubt. And he had some great books out there as well, killer books, Cymrographics. Fucking, I can't. Oh, that book is brilliant. I can literally read hieroglyphics now because he's Welsh. Very possibly. It was just too weird, Jace. The way he fucking like, oh, I feels a bit dodgy. Doing what I'm doing now. Same thing. We did the same thing, presented loads of stuff. And he's like, oh, I got pain. Says to his son, don't worry. Goes off camera, has a heart attack and dies. Heart attack, you switch off. It switches your heart off. They can do it with electromagnetics. They can get you there. Or, I'm not sure, like, because I met Ross when he first came here, like, he was here, you know, he visited me quite a few times. He was like first stage truth. I'm very excited about it, looking at the flat Earth when he turns up here. So I don't know if he got the first vaccine. So I don't know if that, but flies are dropping like sports stars, aren't they, guys? So there's a fail-safe. There's a mechanism in this jab where, you know, people with compromised immune systems are fucked. And they're all starting to do it again, aren't they? There was a young boy in the shop today. And the guy asked him in the shop, why are you wearing a mask? He said, because I've got a bit of a cold. Like, hang on a minute. Hang on. So cut the oxygen off. Do you know when you go to hospital and you're ill? The first thing they do to you is they put oxygen on to make you better. or to pick you up. Why would you suppress the oxygen flow to get yourself better? Does that make any sense? And they don't work. You can smell a fart, and you're always touching your face and just no. There's no point explaining to them. They're just too stupid. They're king stupid of Stupidville. That's what they are. Manic Miner, white goo and black goo. I don't know if white goo's a thing, but I guess they can make it white. But spooky stuff anyway. Oh, radio, says Mickey. Big thumbs up for Squirrels moderator. Yeah, thanks all the moderators. Thanks everyone who does support my channel. Thanks everyone who does anything groovy anyway. And I really, honest to God, I do really appreciate it. I am a really grateful person, guys. I don't take nothing for granted in this life. And like some people I've been watching this week in the truth movement, or I actually care about out there, they're getting in a bit of trouble. I think to myself, I can probably identify with that because I'm not a crazy capitalist and I can see how things are going. And some people spiritually, you know, not inclined to want to even touch money even. You know, Krishna conscious people, or, you know, they're doing, they're collecting. They don't physically touch the money. You just could drop it in their satchel. Same with the Buddhists. You don't connect with that money. It's disgusting. It's evil. The quest and the want for financial gain is satanic by nature. We don't need all of that. If you needed money for a bigger operation to help other people or the bigger goal, that I get. But for personal gain, for yourself to do personal shit, which is going to not help humanity and do nothing at all, that's a waste. In my head. It was a good trick on a gullible. So yeah, sending love out into the ether. Black Knight, Satellite, Obsidian Rock. Yeah, I'm aware of all of that, Esther. I am, but no, because I don't think satellites are a thing. We will all meet and smile and dance. I should have a party, Lizzie. That's what I was thinking earlier. That was my brain thing. My local pub, like, literally hires out a hall free. And I thought, I could get it, set a date and get a load of people there. That wouldn't be too traumatic, surely. Let me know what you think in my comments. If you're from Britain. Alva Billy, nice chestnuts. What a cool saying. Yeah, nice chestnuts. I've never said that. Pardon. She's lovely little wing. Do I enjoy shrooms? Fuck yeah. I've been microdosing since I was in school. I'm Welsh chip. They just grow everywhere here. As part of our thing is magic mushrooms. We're Welsh. Okay, we're Welsh. Nothing happier. Do you know you go to the Welsh valleys? Yeah, what you find is people sitting on the hill with their sheep. Okay, really happy with their sheep. Okay. She's a pretty sheep. I love my sheep. Tripping on magic mushrooms. Okay, I'm not saying there's anything improper going on with a Welshman and a sheep, because that would be wrong. Matron, you've got to wear wellies. Jam there. Santos hasn't disappeared, Jason, so I'm glad you asked. Let's bring up Santos, shall we? Now, I've been giving a lot of thought to everything that's been said, and I've watched the video. And I had the feeling from the very fucking beginning of what was going down. Okay. Santos, we love. And we got his back in this. Okay, guys. Where to go? Where do we go? So yesterday I sent Santos a message and telling him the Flat Earth British peeps love him. And we will got his back. And he sent me a message back saying he can come over onto Flat Earth British channel the moment he gets back from a holiday, because I think they sent him off on holiday out of the way. Okay. We're watching and we're looking after our own. Somebody had to say, yeah. So I'm glad you mentioned that. He'll be over here next week. We'll get him over here. So here's my brother, who I love, Jew shifter. But my uncle worked on satellite. Gio, how many years have you been telling me about that satellite thing? Yeah, who else? What's his name from Holland? Our mate years ago. He worked in a satellite factory as well, didn't he? From Rotterdam. That guy from Rotterdam. Can't remember his name. Tell me. He's taking the Phoenix. He's taking the Phoenix. Okay. Can we open our third eye? Do it now, Dallas. Let it slam open now. See, tell me what's going on. What kind of proof are we looking for? You already know the truth. Yeah. Like I showed that video earlier, and you get all the sky clappers. We get that now when you talk about flat Earth. We want to reach a point where we can talk about what we fucking want, okay, without the sky clappers, okay? Because that's how like things work. Is you listen to our side, we listen to your side. This is called a debate, but that's not what we get. We're just fucking stupid because they got television. Because that's all they've seen the fucking globe on is television or in books, pictures. Nobody will ever see a globe. Maybe you should go and have a word with psychics. Psychics can tell you the shape of the Earth. Okay, the astral plane is a plane. You can't have an astral plane over a globe because that makes no fucking sense. So, Dallas Fowler, good to see you, my friend. Stephen Watson, how you been, my brother? Good to see you, my friend. Okay, let's move on. So, very careful, very careful. I love your channel. Love you. Careful is what I am. Show Martin some love. Hit the thumbs. Martin's happening. My brother Martin from Johnny in San Diego. Oh, wicked. We got brilliant destinations. Only third leg. I was going to see Jake the Peg with the extra leg, but that is like from Pedos. I won't see that anymore, unfortunately. Go pop a bunch of acid and you can open your third eye and get some demons. Chad, don't necessarily have to get demons, okay? And if you do see them tripping, just like, that's just bullshit. And you know it's the trip. That's not good advice. That's not good advice. You don't go take an acid to go see evil shit, okay? The geometry you can play with becomes beautiful. It becomes spiritual. People waste trips. They make a beautiful spiritual experience. Something else I've noticed. They're lost. I had a fun convention with Mark Sargent. Did you go, Shari Ives? I didn't see you. Should have showed me which one you were. I watched a load of them on Staveley's channel. Oh, I seen when they presented on the stage, Mark and David Weiss, Whitsitt, and all the rest. And that was all right. It was quite good. Some I woke up to it fast when I looked. What's that? I have been seen passing the moon a few times. Listen, I haven't seen the moon in ages. Has anyone seen a moon? It's supposed to be an orange moon, and or like a harvest moon or something. I haven't seen it in ages. The truth is in the water. Well, water can also come in ice form. And ice, so you could literally structure the ice. And not only that, you can build anything out of ice. You can do ice sculptures, ice houses, ice hotels out of structured water. Surely, if we were in a cold environment, that would be a fantastic thing to do, is build out of structured water. Can you imagine how good that would be? Yeah, I know. Just got a sniper. D'Angelo. Structured buildings. How old are Star Forts? Well, Jackie, I got a book from the 1600s, a letter to the Polish king from one of his people saying, these Star Forts we should use, they're in the countryside, we should put to better use, maybe military use, because they were laying everywhere, not used. And then I found another document which attributed them to being built in the classical era by said Romans, which we call the Phoenicians, because Rome is not a thing at all. So, yeah, the Phoenicians built them, I think. It's advanced technology. It's advanced technology. I'm wondering if the Phoenicians were deaf. I was wondering if they were deaf and blind. I don't know why I even think it. I just don't know. I don't know. Some are blindfolded. They're not from here. The water. Humanoids. Hello from Istanbul. Oh, hiya, Christopher. Nice to see you. I've been to Istanbul a couple of times. Amazing experience. So much love to you in Turkey land. Mary's birthday, the Sidian was worn over eyes so Mayans could look directly at the sun. Yeah, them Sidian goggles, indeed. And they used to use them for operations because they can be like proper sharp, can't they? So stay flat thumbs. You'll say that, man. Ian would like I'm going to be anything else. Stay flat, Matt. No, I think I'll go globe. So Squirrel. Cheech is part of the program. And Beetlejuice is in the house. God, I haven't seen you for ages, Beetlejuice. I won't say that 3 times. Funny how they named a son after. No, it's the other way around. Obviously, they've remade Beetlejuice recently, haven't they? Have I seen it? No, I watched the new Party on Deuce. What's it called? Oh, fucking hell, with Keanu Reeves. The time traveling film. Oh my God. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I watched the new Bill and Ted. It was fucking fantastic. It was a musical and they had like Louis Armstrong and Jimi Hendrix in a supergroup. It was fucking brilliant. I absolutely loved it. It was a brilliant film. Oh, I'd watch that again as well. Not a botch thing, Hendrick. Definitely. They haven't been making all these factories and not doing anything. So yeah, R.I.P. Ross, my brother. So he's done all right. They put a GoFundMe out there, shared it all out in the community. They was looking at 500. Last I looked, they had about $5 or something. So I'm sure the family will be all right. They're going to carry on with the channel. But I don't know how they're going to do that without Ross. I'd love to know. Maybe one of his sons would take over, Xavier, something like that. Don't know how to work without Ross. Oh, love him. I hate seeing his picture come up on the internet. It fucking was like so sad. Well, there he is, Hippie Shake, but he's dead now, so I don't know if he's going to be like making too many more. I can't see how it can work. So they won't send most of the books, hieroglyphics books. They will. Yeah, you can buy. Yeah, they probably would. Hieroglyphics book off of. It's worth getting over onto Ross's channel to buy his books. Honest to God, they're brilliant. I love every book that I got. I got where was Jesus buried book. Fucking brilliant. Hiya, Heather in Utah. Much love to you. Don't know who Ross is. Got to look him up. Oh, he's been on my channel maybe a year ago. I had him in a convention speaking and on the tour speaking. He was brilliant on the tour. Told us a story about a daffodil. It breaks my heart thinking of the lies our children are going to believe. Well, there you go, John, isn't it? That's the whole point of everything that we do here. Can't go on. Can't go on. Just gaslighting everyone constantly. It's just fucking torture. They're torturing everybody. Like making life does not have to be a torture and a struggle for everybody, guys. It shouldn't be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. Why some cunt sat behind a desk fucking making all these decisions for us, fucking spending all this money on fucking shit. No. Fuck off. Bye-bye, dear humans. Nice to be here. All the best, Matt. And okay, thanks, Manic Miner. Nice to see you. And thanks for popping by. Yeah, there's graphene in it. Exactly, Camel. There's graphene in the 5G. There's no point not saying it anyway. And they let my video go through anyway, I've noticed. And I say lots of stuff about this stuff. Esley. Thanks, Martin. Most people dive over the rock thing. Have a good time. Find love. You won't find any love on a fucking sex site thing. Get a nice case of fucking gonorrhea. You won't get any fucking and loads of money missing. But apart from that, you'll get a good time. Or love. Neither. That's false advertising. Somebody please ban them. Would you? Block you so I can do that. There you are. Jill W. It's like throwing dog shit on my windows doing something like that. Yeah, it's like wanking on my holy temple. Don't do that. We're having a nice time. Block user. Anyway, Carrie. Good to see Soul Tribe, the master of disaster, Martinage, blessings. Happy hats on lovages to infinity thrice, Carrie. I love how you people just do all of this flat earth British language that we've invented. It's great fun, isn't it? It's better than them all their nasty spells they do. Tell the lady about her earlier, Lindsay. She said hello, so I told her about like it's hello. That's why I say hiya. It's like the opposite of hello. Hiya. Ka-ching. Quick draw snipe of Silver Billy. Right, I'm going to be diving off now because I'm basically just wasting time here and just giving you all shouts. With much love to you all. I'm very grateful for you all. And I will be back very soon. Make sure, please, to subscribe to all Flat Earth British channels. And like if you did like this video and you've enjoyed it and you found anything informative in it. There's links below everything I've shared. And check out the Tartarian channel as well. My Tartarian channel got 1,000 vids on there. You can pick up 1 million links and information galore. If you so please, maps and stuff like you wouldn't believe on every single video. So go and check that out. Celtic Tartarian channel. Subscribe if you like. The leasing cause of death now is SADS. Oh, this sounds a load of bullshit, don't it, Bonnie? They're no fun. See, if I was King Age, this place would rock. We'd have a fucking fantastic time. Okay, but things have to clean up a bit, and things will have to be behaved in, not behived, not their way. They're misbehaving, aren't they? Just like going with all that fucking bullshit. Eric, oh, the whole of it. People, stuff, things. Valerie. The old day, they taught kids the flat earth. They did, Valerie. They did. You could see on the movie I was in earlier in the year that Sean Hibbler made called The Next Level. You could see this on this channel. They got a lovely old lady on there. She breaks her heart every time I see it. I well up. You cannot. And she got told, you know, they taught her flat earth. And she was like, when she just like at that stage of her life, 100, breaking her heart at the beauty of it all. Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah, satellite's stupid, Jib. The King Stupid of Stupidsville. Love Santos. I do too. I do too. I'm glad he's here and one of us, and you know, cherish that. We cherish that. I feel shit if you want around. Jill. Jason. Is Elon evil? Is Elon evil? Yes. He's an actor, isn't he? He's not, obviously he's not a genius because, you know, he's thick as shit, isn't he? He can't even talk or enunciate his words properly, can he? He's a fucking simpleton. So no, he's if he is evil, he's doing it by, you know, because he's been told to be evil. Okay. You know, what does one do with their million? If you've got $1 billion, what do you do with your time? Take drugs, shagging? What does he do with his time? Just saying. He's a fat cunt, isn't he? NA literalist. Have you seen the photographs of him? He's got big fucking man boobs. Yeah. Who's sucking whose titties in his relationships then, guys? Huh? Dexter. Big bags. Dexter, big bags. Nice, nice. DMT decalcifies the pineal gland. Indeed, it does. It is glorious stuff. There's Tartarian truth. Quadruple flat thumbs. Martinliedtke. I see my little video. You don't mean. But double flat thumbs to Tartarian truth. Yay! Thanks so much for popping by. I like you. Some don't know why. It's good that. What you did. I seen that. I see what you did there. Chad, Jill, Morgan. Good stuff. Dr. E. Enrique. Hoshin. Q is this all-dimensional of God's mind and therefore has no shape. Well, that is one school of thought, actually. Yeah. Well, if it's not flat, it's something more exotic, isn't it? It's something more fucking weird. But like, what it's not is a fucking spinning ball in space. That's just stupid. And vacuum as well. Vacuum's stupid. This place is all water, so it's a watery environment. The shape. Don't know. From our perspective as little people down on Earth, the fucking thing's flat. Give me some DMT, then that sounds like a plan. It is really glorious. I haven't had any for about a year, but did I? A year ago, run out now. Ross, give it all away. Not never. Dallas, I was a nuclear bomb storage facility, but is it real? No, it's not. Dallas, We had a Cold War for 30 years. Remember the COVID thing? It's exactly like that. They like terrify everyone. Fear of getting melted in the morning and nuclear bombs. Yeah, Minuteman missile and the ICBM and all of these fear things. So then it all ends. They don't tell anyone it's going to end. It's just like, oh, the wall's down now, but we're going to end the nuclear scare. The Cold War's over with. We'll close all nuclear installations. They're all now empty. And did they actually mention any sort of de-escalation of nuclear weapons? Because I think America had 178,000 stupid nuclear bombs or something. Anyway, if there wasn't nuclear weapons, they've already had a nuclear one because they've tested hundreds and hundreds of them. And if they're all like radioactive, then we would all be in nuclear radiation right now. And obviously that's not a case, the radioactive half-life. Otherwise, all of them extreme populations you get in Nagasaki and Hiroshima would be suffering some sort of illnesses. And they're not, because there's fucking millions of them in there. Big fuck-off city where there's a nuclear bomb supposed to have dropped. No, I don't think it's a thing, mate. It's all dependent on the nuclear, you know, the whole thing is dependent on the fields of quantum mechanics. And nuclear bombs are the indivisible, again, where they say they're imploding using conventional explosives, imploding into another dimension, and then it brings into fruition, okay, E equals mc squared of stupid Einstein. It's the whole point of it, okay, because it solidified E equals mc squared, which is mass accelerated exponentially times 3. Nuclear bomb. Anyone seen a nuclear bomb go off? Talked to an Australian once who said he's seen nuclear bomb test and was like, oh, that's really interesting. Did you actually see it going off? He said, no. It was miles away, but I heard the bang. So, but that could have been conventional explosives. You know, when the Trinity tests, when they exploded, you know, apparently little boy or whatever. No, which bomb was it? The Trinity bomb. Anyway, they give it a name. They literally exploded 78,000 tons of normal high explosive dynamite. Is what they did. DMT, don't mention time. Time's not a thing. How can we be on October 29th? I was in a summer's day the other day. Boiling on. 3 hours. Gotta go. Hiya, Isabella. Let's do that. LSD together. Yeah, let's all drop a trip together on YouTube. Has that been done before? You all get a trip. I'll get you. We'll all do it together. See how that works out. See how messy that gets. I'd be like, what the fucking hell's the telly, man? The fucking hell you gone, guys? My telly's a fish tank, guys. My telly's a fish tank. David Bowie's in my fish tank. I've had that. I had David Bowie's head in a fish tank turning round, and it broke open. And you know, like on Trumpton, these like slits come out, and a little cartoon guy came out the top of his head and looked at me. I was like, fucking hell. I thought that's strong acid. That was when I was about 17, something like that. That was Operation Julie acid. That was the real fucking stuff. Hoffman. Chip, good to see you. Chris and Flat Earth Norseman, Bonnie, Martin, tell a little about mermaids. Well, watch Splash with Daryl Hannah. They come out and they look like women. Maybe that's not the case in Daryl Hannah's case, but they look like women and they lose their fishy bits. Obviously, not the top half would be fish and the bottom half would be woman. Would be better. Not the other way around. Sweet kiss from Corn County. Karen, you giving me a sweet kiss? Ooh, thanks. That's nice. Enjoyed that. Cherries. Chip. Don't say you've been eating cherries. That'd be weird. Okay. Okay, water computers, yes, indeed, liquid cooled computers, they do that, part of, and it is part of the mechanism. The canals as well, you know, all these canals in Mesoamerica, in you know, in the Mayan pyramids, they had these rivers of canals of mercury. How much mercury did they have? Where they get all that mercury, and why did they have canals full of mercury? Because it's a circuit board. Thanks, Mary. So I'm going to go. Thanks, Ed. Praise be. Cool water. Thanks, Alice. Loved it. Okay, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to do all that groovy stuff and like. It's 500 of you now. I should have at least 500 likes sent, shouldn't I? You'd think, in theory, for my efforts. I've been busy, Obi. I never believed in satellites. No, it's stupid. It's King Stupid or Stupidsville. I see the moon waxing crescent. Oh, is it? Oh, that's why I haven't seen it, Nate. It must be over that way. I know if it's a crescent. You usually see it like low in the west. Frozen water, conformity, and free water. Chaos. So, Jip, Bob, Sherry, Neola. Anyone else having a nice glass of red wine? No. But if you had one, cheers. Dervis duvaralaslash. To you. Where does the water come from? Well, when they built Earth, they had giant hose pipes, and they went out and they just filled up the oceans with hose pipes. I don't know. They don't know. They say endless amounts of meteors with water on them crashed into Earth for 10 squillion years, bringing all of them liquid oceans and the water underneath and all the fresh water and everything else on the ice caps and all of that. Okay. Who is projecting the moon? Steve Rossi. If it is a projection, the sky and etc., it would be the rulers that have the zoo. Our keepers. Zeus, the zookeeper, Zeuskeeper. Linda? Oh. Right, they will judge. Who's going to do the judging? Do you know when you get to the judge and you get to that table and there's a guy sitting there waiting to judge you? Do you know who's going to be there? You. Also didactic. The Oria Linda book puts them a few thousand years. Stafford, 2,000 years, maybe. They say that Rome was 2,000 years ago, but they were still around. That empire, I think. Middle Ages. From what the lead Van der Aal atlases show us, is a crossover. People are in like Roman gear and Middle Ages gear all at the same time. It's really weird. I bet a deep underground military bases, aka DUMBs, are more elaborate and reasons why they produce them for suns, if you feel me. I don't know. Yesterday, though, I noticed the harp had done some damage to the sky. You had them like the waves. They look like sand on a beach, waves on a beach. And somebody put on Facebook, like, oh, look at my sky. And it was exactly the same, and it was somewhere else. And was like, yeah, harp. You just see the waves, and it's not natural. Fucking, that shit's not natural. Frank Sinatra song Witchcraft, yeah. Was playing on my radio. And then all flew out my tree. Is that for real, Cat? Fucking hell, that's trippy. Have you ever seen the film? No, don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. It'd be no good for her. Chamber, chat, good to see you. A real apocalypse already happened. Yes. It's happened. The awakening's happening. People are waking up left, right, and centre. Just, you know, when we get this power back, you know, what exactly are we going to do with it is the important bit, isn't it? Not to spunk it. Get it right. Like when we didn't before. Mel Brooks is doing a second history of the world. No way. Started this year's production, Corinne. No, that'd be interesting. Yeah, it was a good little film, that. He had a globe on there, didn't he? When you saying, I'll have a little piece of Poland, a little piece of Czech, a little piece of thing too. Or Springtime for Hitler in Germany, which was a good. So I know too much about films. It's big geeky there. Ginger Green, hey, beautiful people. Adam, 4 Jacks. R.I.P. Ross. Thank you for that autodidactic. I think he would have been made up to see you shouting at him. He would have been really made up. You were the same convention anyway. When I was done my last convention, he was on there. Bill and Ted was fucking brilliant. Actually, you can watch it. I love you, but can't save you. I'm afraid of you will bring me down so hard every now and then. I've stepped out, but nobody understands. Good luck. The only person who saves you is you. All his mind's in this place, and nobody else is responsible for your life except you. And just, I don't understand that. I don't want anyone to save me. I'm all right. I'm actually fucking fantastic with it all. I'm self-empowered. I don't need them. King of my own realm. Luck is its own game. Yeah. Fuck all that. You can tell the difference between God luck and devil luck. That's for sure. Martin, you are a high night flyer, a rainbow rider, and a straight shooter. Son of a gun. Oh, thanks. That sounds like American compliments. Thank you for that. So, well, Lizzie. Okay, much love to you all. I gotta go, guys, because I literally got no fucking spit left. And I'm gonna make a nice cup of tea now. Has anyone dated this stonework? Well, how do you date stone exactly? You can't do carbon testing. It's just bullshit, isn't it? It's just like 1,000 years that way or that way, and stone is ancient by its nature geologically, apparently, anyway. So there's not really a way to do that. The only way would be to analyze the date on the composition, the mortar. If it's got volcanic ash in it and a bit of aggregate, then it's like Roman, because they use volcanic ash in their concrete, which they invented. That's one way of dating it, is the compo. Okay, the mortar, the jointing. You wouldn't be able to do it on the stone. Rosemary's Baby. Yeah, it's a documentary, all right. No shit, definitely. Spooky fucking film, that is, isn't it? It's horrible. I wonder how many of these chats are bots. No, they're all people. These in this chat. No, these are all people, man. Don't get no bots in, yeah. Or I know most of them. I can recognize them all. I've been looking at them all for years. Don't get bots. How would that even happen anyway? Ted is done after all. I should have had 50,000 people literally notified. There should be thousands in here now, not 500. How come? Where are they all? Hoping everyone is real. Yes, we're real, Amy. Okay. Okay. All right, I gotta go. All right, peace and love to you all. Make sure to subscribe. All them groovy things. I'll be back in a day or two. Gonna catch up with everything. Do all the groovy things I said. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like, and go find me a boat. And alcohol is poison, but in spiritual sense as well. It's got some maybe useful spiritual context in the real alcohol, not the mixed stuff that they give us. Not the first time someone thinks I'm a bot. No, that's GeoShift. That's my spam. It's like, what? It's like, what? I haven't seen a bot in my chat. I don't even know that happens. What is that anyway? What does it mean? Detox with zeolite. Volcanic ash. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah. Also, ash. Somebody was saying you can buy it in tubs. Dukes. Thanks, Dukes. Okay, much love to you all. Double fat thumbs to infinity thrice. Make sure to stay epic. martinliedtke7@gmail.com for information and anything you need. What time stamp are we at? Martin is still talking. We are at 3 hours. I got to fuck off, my Tiatin. Okay, peace and love to you all. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And thanks for popping by for next Epic Saturday. I don't know what Russian bots are. I don't know anything about all that. Oh, excuse me. Solve a Mist. And Lindsay, thanks for popping by this day. Oh, yeah, cool. Cool. Of course you were joking. Oh, it's good. You're good. There is no division in water from above to below. No, it's just different densities of water. It's separated the waters, it says in the Bible. So like that's separating the densities of water, isn't it? You can get like water that is like solid. You can pass through it. And you can hold it in place with an acoustic resonance as well. So water can be held in stasis using sound, which we showed on this channel as well. So all you need is like an audible hum to hold the dome in place, which we have in the background all the time, holding the dome in place. And then crazy sounds that come out of the sky, like grinding metal. It's a dome. Okay. Al Bundy. I like that name. Okay. Have a great day, all. Whatever you're doing, have a fantastic weekend. Flat Earth British loves you. Flat Thumbs to Infinity Thrice. That was mega exciting. Oh, Will Mitchkin. Peace and love to you. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for everything. I'm going. I gotta go, Mr. Obvious. Honestly, it's 3 hours. Nobody's gonna watch it back. And the last bit's just me talking to you and answering questions. Flat Fingers, Santos Spinaci. Who's that? Oh, that's you, Manny. That's a strange channel name, that is. That's a strange channel name. It's you. So, Jolly Man. Full spectrum audits. Good to see you. And Martin blows my mind. That's one thing I do. It's blow minds. If anyone asks me, like, usually, what do you do? I say I blow minds and smash paradigms. They're like, oh, really? Huh. I don't elaborate what I mean by that, because they wouldn't believe it anyway. Peace and love to you all.